Spacing Officer 1000 Ashahire for the ISUPK at the Black Expo Business Event here in Maywood, Illinois. I'm here with my sister right here, Ivy. How you doing?
I'm Ivy Jackson.
All right, so I just want to ask you a couple questions. So with this being a Black Business Expo event, just take me a little bit of what you seeing around here with all the brothers and sisters, selling their merchandise. How you feel about this event right here?
This event makes me feel like this is true Black excellence. This is about the Black community pulling each other up out of bootstraps. This is about camaraderie. You helping me, I'm helping you. She helping me, I'm helping her. This is about bringing our people together and doing something good for the community. If we don't stick together, who gonna stick? Nobody's coming to save us. We gotta save each other.
With that being said, us and the ISUPK, we got an event coming up. It's called Black History in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have this event. Yeah, my question for you is, do you know about Black history that's in the Bible?
I know a little bit. I know a little bit, but I know more of things that wasn't right and where they said certain things and turned it from black to white. So I know a lot of history on that. I know, Jesus, them telling us he's white with blue eyes, but he's not. So many things that the Bible do teach that they've taken away from us. And they told us that this is a white thing and it's really a black thing.
Wait. So, man, that's excellent what you're saying. So, with that being said, this will be my last question, sister. So, with that being said, do you think Black people will be in a better situation or predicament if we knew that we were the people of the Bible?
Most definitely, because you would know that you're a king and a queen, and we wouldn't be out here shaking our butts and dressing the way we dress, showing all our good. We absolutely would. But if I tell you you aren't nothing, you're going to start believing. If your parents tell you that, see, this is a generational thing. This ain't just by design. They sit in the boardroom to do this to us. And we falling right in the trap. The music, the rap. If I'm talking derogatory, how you gonna respect me? You're not. And you're gonna teach your children and your kids. How do you think racism come about? How do you think white people continue to have people that are their children and their children's children that hate black people? This is how. They didn't think they could fund it. So if you don't teach your kids that they are kings and queens, you don't raise them up, you don't raise them up. And then we get what we get right now. Free fall. And until we get back to the basics, we're going to have a free fall.
That's why we're having this event right here, so we can get back to who we are, get back to the basics. Hope to see you there, so nice to meet you again.
Shalom Israel, Roundtable of Truth interviews, you know what I'm saying? And today, got a very special interview, the water, if I could, General Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? Bless us with his presence right now. So first off, I want to say, General, how you doing so far?
I'm outstanding, How are you doing?
Kawakasa, I'm too wild,
Good
sir.
to be here.
Kawakasa.
What can I do for you?
Kawakasa. So first off, I just want to say, you can talk about the New York cookout, what we got going on?
Listen, let me tell you something, man. So many years back when I was young in the truth, like I remember coming to a cookout in New York every year, brother. And I thank the Most High that this school is still here. We endured so much, so many attacks, so many vicious enemies with their hearts full of hate towards the Israelite school of PK and what Commandant General Ayana has built up. And yet here we are. So here we are again, brother, in Harlem, having the New York cookout, man, with so many brothers and sisters able to come here and enjoy not only food, not only drink, but something that is extremely delightful to be able to enjoy each other. Here in New York, we're able to be with one another. There's nothing greater than that. There's nothing greater than one another. We come together every year in New York as well as other cities throughout the country now, but this was the first one. The New York Cookout was the first cookout that the Israelite School of UPK ever had annually, and we're still having it today, and we're doing it for each other. You understand?
No, sir. And that's heavy. What goes to my point about I want to talk with you today about perseverance.
Okay.
Because that's something that Black people, Hispanics don't really have. We think we have a grasp of it. You know, I'm rich. I persevered through the hood. Now I can live in Beverly Hills. But it's something different with our brothers in the truth, and he stays in the hood, sir. If I could, if you could expound on about how to have perseverance and staying where you are.
Okay, the problem with perseverance, right? Perseverance comes against human nature, right? Human nature, if I feel pain, if I feel pain, I stop. Right? If I put my hand in fire and it hurts, I pull my hand out. If I'm hungry, I find some way to eat, right? To persevere, you have to continue in the thing that is hurting you. You have to keep doing it because you have to realize that there is great gain in the pain. So if I'm in Harlem, I get enough money, I'm leaving because of the pain of being in Harlem, the pain of being in Brooklyn, the pain of being in Mississippi, the pain of being in Alabama in Black and Hispanic neighborhoods. There's pain, suffering there. Well, the minute I can leave that suffering, I will, unless I realize there's a greater gain later. You understand? That's the key to perseverance. You forego temporary pleasure that is for today, and you trade that for pleasure that is tomorrow. And that's how anyone does anything. How do you get through college? You suffer. You go hungry. You work odd jobs so you can afford to pay books, knowing that I could just drop out, right? But I forego the temporary pleasure of dropping out for the day for the college degree that comes later. How do you make it to the NBA, to the NFL, to become a champion in anything? I suffer for it. And to persevere, you have to suffer on it. And in One West, the Israelite School of UPK, under commanding General Yohanan, we are experts in suffering. We understand how to do it, and that's why we persevere.
Okay.
You understand?
So that goes to my point, the truth. We're going through the pain now for the kingdom.
You're telling the truth, though. That's how it works. But once again, you're fighting nature to do that. Nature says stop when it hurts. Stop when you get tired. Stop when there's pain. You start arguing with your wife, you break up. She's unhappy with you. She leaves you. Nature says to end pain. Nature doesn't care about pleasure in the future. Remember Esau in the Bible, our enemy, the so-called white man. He came in the house hungry, in his dwelling hungry from hunting. And he traded his birthright for food he could have now. Right now, today. He hated that birthright. Why? Because that birthright was something you got later. You understand? He wants meat in his stomach now, not something you got to get later. But we can't be like him, who's a pervert. We can't be like our oppressor. We're going to have to be better men. And in the Israelite School of UPK, we raise up better men. I pray you understand.
Sir. And my next question also, it goes into it also about I see it as temporarily pain.
Oh, yeah.
Just going through your mom, your kids, your job. Right now, I'm in the truth. Right now, for as little time as I am, you know what I mean? I understand, listen to generals, captains, officers above me. Pain is something that's probably needed for us to go through.
I mean, if you want to achieve something magnificent, you want to do something that is amazing, it cannot be done without suffering. That goes anything. There's not a thing in this world that is worth doing, worth having, that can be attained without pain. There is not a thing. The kingdom of heaven is that thing. Kingdom of heaven, and when I say kingdom of heaven, a place where blacks and Hispanics are in charge, where we rule the planet Earth. Well, how do we get it if we don't suffer? How do we get it if we don't endure pain? We won't. We won't get it without suffering.
So if I may too, only with your grace, please. My next question, I just want to go into when you came into the truth.
Okay.
I don't know if you spoke about this. You know, I know your class. I watch all your classes about how you were in the past, but how it was when it finally clicked. Like, this is the truth.
When it finally clicked, that's okay. I went through a process, man, because I was in the world. I was just a terrible person. I was a horrible, cold, angry person when I was in the world. Like, I was very violent, very harmful to my community. And so it took a while for me to click. But I remember one day I thought the Lord was going to kill me. I thought he was going to kill me. I remember feeling like not only was he going to kill me, but that I deserved to die. That might have been the day that changed it, because there was plenty of times when I was in the past when I thought this person was going to shoot me, and I would just stay up all night and watch out my window through the blinds. I would go to his house and sit in a car outside of his house because I thought he was going to kill me. This how I would go to his neighborhood with all my friends and try to find him, thinking I need to get him first because he's going to get me. But this time, I didn't feel like I could defend myself because it was against God, and I can't hunt him down. That it was God trying to kill me. I remember specifically thinking, I deserve it. This is not something I can stop with my aggression or my cunning. He was going to kill me, and there was nothing I could do to stop it, and I indeed should die for what I've done. And I believe that was the day that changed me. I wanted to become someone that did not deserve to die. I wanted to be somebody that deserved to live. And I kind of, from coming to class those few times and seeing the brothers at that time, I think I had been to no classes. I saw the camp on the street. I watched the camp for 2 years. I would just show up every week at camp thinking those are some great brothers, but they could never let me in that group. I thought they would never let me in. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to accept someone like me. For 2 years I did that. Then I remember that day when I thought I was going to die. Thought I deserved it, knew I deserved it, knew I couldn't defend myself, couldn't stop it, couldn't find him first, couldn't hunt him down before he gets me. And that day I remember thinking, I have to become someone that is worthy of being alive, someone that he needs. That was how it translated to my brain. Like anything, if you had a farmer, if you got a man that owns the land, what would make him let you work on his land? I'm a good farmer. I plow, I pick up the trash, I'm there every day. So he's not going to fire me because my employer needs me. And that is how it translated. Like, I'll just make myself necessary to God. I'll just always be around, always help, always show up. And in doing so, maybe he'll see that I have value and he won't put me in jail for 30 years. Or he won't kill me because I'll make myself valuable to God in my service. And that's what changed me.
So, sir, my last question, only if I may, making yourself worthy for the Most High to have the kingdom of heaven. Mm-hmm. So for the brothers who's watching, there's a lot of brothers who's outside the school that watch every day. What can you tell them? What can they do to make themselves worthy?
You want to think about it not in a way that is magical. Think like any employer. That's it. And Jesus Christ gave those examples in the Bible about a husbandman and a farmer and the owner of land. You want God to need you.
Hey, it's your own little Christ Israel, you know what I'm saying? Roundtable of Truth, you know what I'm saying? And of course, today, I'm accompanied by Officer of 5,000 Kazakh Ahmad. You know what I'm saying? I got the opportunity, I saw him, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it, you know what I'm saying? So first off, sir, you know what I'm saying? I just want to start off, you know what I'm saying? For brothers may not know, you was born in DC?
No, I was not born in DC. I was born in the Midwest, Illinois. You understand? Okay. Not too far from Chicago. You understand? And I ended up getting over this side of the country through Esau's military, the white man's military. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad I'm where I am. You know, I'm from 1 West 125th Harlem, New York. That's really where I'm from.
Because
that's where we all from. When you know the truth.
Because. So yeah, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? You really a known face in Israel.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get like everybody else. Yeah, Captain O'Clock, Captain Zaria, you know, Captain Shock. Them brothers been putting in work, so I'm just trying to follow what I seen them do.
Right, and that's to the point too. You know what I'm saying? It was, even though you was in Esau military doing a lot of work in there, how did it feel from transferring from a white man army to literally a black man?
Durant one.
Oh, that's a good question. United States. How would what Esau has going on in the army? I think they're playing army. They just white men. It's a large militia. Kind of army. They white men with guns. I came to the UPK, brother. The Lord's army. And I get to see real discipline, real structure, real order. Most importantly, what I couldn't find in the white man's army, real brother. So it was night and day. I had to watch my back in Esau military. I couldn't trust anybody I was around. The culture of it is real dysfunctional. You know, it's real dysfunctional. And
you sent you a video.
It's not meant for our people to be in. It's meant for Esau. He thrives in those type of environments. Black and Hispanic men, we too sincere and too loyal to be in that.
I wonder why I look so.
It's
probably because that's the.
You're not getting taken advantage of and looked at as weak because you have loyalty and brotherhood. So it's a night and day thing.
What you're saying, sir, is so heavy because in the white man's military, you got these little groups. They do weird stuff like fraternities.
Yeah, exactly
like fraternities, sir. So you got to shave your beard.
Yeah.
You got to do these little things. You know what I'm saying? They have an intercourse with all women in the barracks and all that.
Yes, they are.
And it brought to my mind because UBK. You can never have a character like a white man ever.
That's right.
So everything we do, you know what I'm saying, we hold ourselves to a standard in the eyes of UPK. So I just want to say this. So there's a lot of brothers that's watching that's in the military UPK.
Right.
There's a lot of brothers. So ever since you was one of the church for Hebrew Academy,
right? You
was there that day too.
That's right.
And I want to bring out too. All those comments like y'all ain't gonna do this, y'all ain't gonna do that, y'all scared, y'all can do this for the white man.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say? From having structure, how did it change your life?
It changed my life drastically in every way. I think the way I even wake up in the morning is different. It's like I wake up in the morning with a sense of purpose. In the world, brother, I prayed I didn't wake up. That was my life in the world. I pray I didn't wake up. You know, and I look forward to every time I went to sleep because life was hell. And the truth, brother, I'm praying to wake up to get the day started and what else I can do for the day. And, you know, I have a purpose that's greater than myself, and that's helping and fixing my people, God's people. And so, brother, it has given me a sense of purpose unlike anything I've ever done in my life. And that's how I know it's the Lord's work. It's not anything that any man, you know, can boast. It's the Lord's work, and he gave the helm to Commander General Yohana. He's holding it down. Yahweh Shimmy, I was shot, brother. General Muhammad. That's our protocol, you understand? Again, military.
You see that?
General came in, right. General on deck.
Right. Exactly.
You understand it? That's what we do.
So next question, I want to move toward this now. Okay, will you be in the army now in DC?
The white man's army.
The white man's army.
That's right, no sweat.
You know what I'm saying? So like now the white man's army is literally invading DC.
That's right. So
I just want to say, what's the experience going on? What's it like down there?
So what it is it's a political theater. They're not really there to stop crime because DC doesn't have any worse of a crime problem than any major city. But Donald Trump now has to distract everybody from the fact that he's on the Jeffrey Epstein list as a pedophile and a frequent flyer on the Lolita Express to that island. So, you know, he has to go big to distract everybody. And one thing white people understand, and Donald Trump is very keen on this, is white people's hatred for blacks and Hispanics surpasses everything else. And so when all else fails, you know, let's blame the niggas. These niggas, look at the crime. Look what these niggas is doing. Look what these Hispanics is doing. When really, the DC doesn't have a crime problem, again, worse than any other city. What they should do is send a National Guard to profile these white boys so they don't shoot up schools and churches. But they're not doing that because it's not about crime. It's not about law and order. It's about oppressing God's people. And so that's what's going on in D.C. They scared to go into the hoods.
Yeah.
You understand? They scared to go into the hoods. You'll see videos here and there where they'll be in little small little areas where we at, but they're not really policing the hood. They're scared to go there. You know, so it's not about stopping crime at all. It's just it's a show, it's a distraction.
Right, and also too, because you know, sadly, you got our people thinking we need these FBI agents, we need these CIA agents, we need everybody to clean up our streets.
Right.
But this is what happens when you vote for somebody who's not our people.
That's right.
Or voting period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like once again, sir, I want to bring up the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that people that our brothers, we don't understand what the hell is going on at all.
At all, brother.
You know, I know what you see that, sir. You could expound.
Absolutely.
When, like, if a brother could wake up, what should he do? Like, what should he see in his eyes if he can't realize already?
That's an excellent question. And to piggyback off of something you said, to the Uncle Toms and the Step and Fetches that believe we need the FBI and the ATF and the DEA in our community, you don't understand. Our community is full of crime because of the FBI, because of the DEA, because of the ATF.
Okay.
The United States government is the reason why there's crime in the Black and Hispanic community. And the first thing a brother should wake up and realize is the white man is the devil. That's the first order of business. If he can just put that at the forefront of it, say, you know how Jewish people, they wear, it's called Teflon.
Yeah,
Jewish people, they wear them little boxes right here, the leather straps. Well, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans should figuratively wear Teflon. You understand? I'm not telling y'all go be Jewish.
Exactly.
Don't twist what I'm saying.
Don't do that.
You understand? You should figuratively have a box like the Jewish people have, and in that box should be the white man is the devil. It should be at the forefront of everything you do, because it will dictate how you operate. You can't get high when you understand the white man put this here to make you weak and destroy your people. You can't sleep with prostitutes when you understand he thrives for crime. You can't murder your brother when you understand we have to join together and stand up against oppression. He wants us to hate each other. Right. Understanding the white man is the devil is the first step. It's the first thing. You can't even accept being an Israelite until you understand the white man is the devil. You understand? You got to separate from white Jesus, the religion. So that's the first order of business. The white man is the devil, man. And every Black and Hispanic Native American, you should say it once a day. It's like medicine. It's like a vitamin, a multivitamin. You know, so you wake up and take your multivitamin. You understand? Right after the multivitamin, the white man is the devil. All right, let's start the day off.
Carl, you know, it's so crazy. When I came into the school as a young man, like brothers would tell me, I wake up every day, the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's
you know
right,
what I'm saying? But as I kept coming to class, coming to camp, now I'm teaching class. Now I got orders. Now I'm saying, like, now I know why brothers say that.
Exactly.
Because if you go without one day knowing who your enemy is, you are going to be consumed.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? If not by drugs, if not, you know what I'm saying, by getting unalive.
That's right.
White man's military, because they're going to go to World War III.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you bring out is a heavy point. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to understand who their enemy is.
Right.
And I just want to ask you, sir, from, you know what I'm saying, in the past, in the world, being with the enemy, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, whatever, but now in the truth, what's your brothers how should your brothers just understand of what's going on?
Well, again, the white man's the devil. From there, you'll get understanding on everything else. The white man is the devil. His God is the devil. We should leave his God and find out who our God is, because his God has destroyed us. His religion has destroyed us. So we have to find out what is our culture, who is our God. And once you start there, the white man is the devil, you're on the right track. But you cannot start that path by trying to skip over the white man is the devil. You're going to end up in the wrong destination.
Exactly.
The first stepping stone to the right path is the white man is the devil. It's like once you step on that one, it's like, all right, I can see where I'm going now. You understand? I can see. And you can start stepping along the way. You know, oh, I'm an Israelite. Oh, I'm God's chosen people. Oh, God is black. Christ is black. Yeah, but all that is stepping stones after acknowledging he's the devil.
Right.
Like you said, you got to know who the enemy is. Or you will be consumed. And there's a war being waged on our people, and we don't know it. So we're losing the war because we don't even know we at war. So that's the first step.
Oh, God. So it's so heavy right now. Timmy, quick interview, you know what I'm saying? We have New York City right now.
That's right.
I got a little snippet. I'm gonna see this brother again, man.
That's right.
I'm gonna go a little deeper too.
And if I may too, big shout out to Captain Zariak, Captain Sakar, Captain Shamawa Allah, Captain Kataza.
That's right.
You understand? The whole New York squad, all the officers, the troopers, the sisters. You understand? It's a beautiful thing we got going on out here, man. It's a beautiful thing where we can come together and there's no fighting, no arguing. You know, your woman ain't being raped, your children ain't being molested, ain't no shootings or stabbings. Like, this is the kingdom of heaven. It's a glimpse into what we are capable of and what we are going to build for our king to come rule over. So big shout out to Commander General Hano.
You're a black Marine or a black whatever in the white man's military, that make them want to kill you more. Like when they see the uniform on you, they get an extra disdain for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand why in the hell do you want to fight for them?
Cared enough about your trials and tribulations, the things that you suffered through, and how to get out of that. That's your history. You don't need a white man to have no remembrances for it.
Yeah, man, you chastise the child too hard, or you create trauma. If you don't say nothing to the child, then you making them soft. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no way for a black man to be right even when he is in that.
White people that's out there that want to help black and Hispanic people, the best thing you can do is just leave us the hell alone.
They are all against you. They all want to destroy you. And the ultimate goal of all of them is to put you back into slavery and subjection.
Real Nigga University in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it. 1.
Man, let's do it. Let's do it. We're back for another one. Roundtable of Truth, man. We about to get into it like always every Friday. I was gonna say 8 p.m., but
That's been 8 p.m.
We normally get started probably around 8:30. 8 p.m. Somewhere between 8 and 8:30, we gonna be in the game. You understand? But nevertheless, man, like always, man, we about to do our thing. We welcome everyone joining in here tonight on the Roundtable of Truth.
That's right.
You know, that was one hell of an intro that get played. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody, if you the first time tuning in, they probably saying to themselves, "What the hell is this?" Yeah, right. But with that being said, man, we want to give it up. You understand, to the God of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
Yahweh in the Hebrew. That's right. That's the proper way to say the Lord's name, Yahweh.
Right.
Not Yahweh, not Yaakov. What is it saying?
Yahuwah.
Yah. What else?
Oh man, they even got something I can't even pronounce, Cap.
Elohim.
Elohim.
Yeah, that's why it can't be nothing but one over the truth. All of that is just it don't even sound right.
Right.
It don't sound right because it ain't right, man. You want to learn the Lord's name, man. Come get in our Lashawan Quda's class so you can be able to speak the holy tongue, man. You understand? With that being said, we also want to give it up to our King Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
That's right.
You understand? The King of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Right. You understand? The people in whom Christ truly died for.
That's right.
Also, man, we got to give it up to the man with the plan, none other than Commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
Holding this truth down, you know what I'm saying, for a very long, since the 80s. Commanding General Yohana been holding this thing down and trying to teach. Just think about that. None of us in here been in the truth since the 80s. And he been holding it down since that time. Now imagine holding that truth down and trying to teach blacks and Hispanics the truth. You see how hard it is now, because I won. They look at us like we got 3 heads when we say that we the real Jews. We the Israelites, and the people that's oppressing us is the devil. The devil, see, brother, that's where you lost me at right there. Everything that you said, because some black people do more evil than white man do to me. So you got to be able to explain that to me.
Right.
I'll explain it to you. You ready? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So for fighting for that long, you know what I'm saying? Commander Jenny Hunter is a champion of black people, man.
Yeah, right.
He's worthy of of his honor. You know what I'm saying? So give it up for the general. Please get down.
And the general, he, for some reason, he don't have revolutionary fatigue.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Cat told us, man, I got revolutionary fatigue. I'm tired of this shit. Shit, based on how them gym shoes was tied, I could see the fatigue on it. But also, man, I got to give it up to my hosts that rock it out with me every week. To my right, we got Officer Lamakiala in the building. If you need something organized, he is the man that's gonna get the job done. Guaranteed. He's gonna get it done. You understand? Also, I got to give it up to my left. We got Officer Yara down in the building. Right. Pushing out the Flyers gear, you know what I'm saying? In the whole UPK, I don't know. You might have a few brothers that might say, slow down. Yeah, we got some high. We know y'all down in the man. We pushing out gear as well. We would like to get some sales and pass over to you. Know what I mean? Yeah, I was just joking, you know what I'm saying? But the brother's making some hellified t-shirts. And I believe you got some new additions coming out doing Passover, correct?
New joint. So man, just check us out, you know what I'm saying? Diverse City Mall.
Damn right, you understand. Also in the building and with us tonight, head of security, make sure that we're safe and everything is in line in that manner. We got Officer Iowa Lumberbar in the building. Right. Then we got a brother running the Sabbath service, you know what I'm saying, doing what he do. Just took over the High Holy Days as well. You understand? We got Officer 1000 Mayad in the building. The brothers on the ones and twos, man, doing what they do, making sure this show operate, you know what I'm saying, at a top tier level. We got Officer Rubber One in the building, right? And his right hand man on the tech team, none other than Raj Karab. Raj Karab, man, he got a heavy job, man. He got to deal with me, you know what I'm saying? Not just in the work of the Lord, he got to deal with me at the slave on top of the work of the Lord. Hey. Get me right on it, Raj. I hear that voice got you. You know, understand? Every now and then I place my order with him on the Chick-fil-A. He had Chick-fil-A to death. Get me right on it. Also in the building, we got Officer Kazai Wan. That's right. Officer Mariah Yala. Man, the brothers in here, you know what I'm saying, putting in the work, getting prepared, you know what I'm saying. We having a Black History event tomorrow here at the school, 9909 Roosevelt Road, Westchester, Illinois. Please come on out. Iowa Lum, you want to expound on that a little more, what's going on tomorrow?
Yeah, come on, concert. We got a Black History Month event tomorrow. The Bible is Black history. Of course, a lot of people not too hip on the Black history in the Bible.
That's it.
So tomorrow is an excellent opportunity to learn something, to learn true Black history. Tomorrow we got open house from 12 p.m. to 3.
That's it.
We're going to have food and drinks provided. You come see some of the archaeology we got. Q&A session, ask your questions. We got books and history, a lot of things for the people to check out.
Damn right.
And then right after that, we're going to have a class taught by Officer 5000 Ra'am.
Give it up, give it up.
Yeah, right. That class will be taught from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So it's going on tomorrow.
Damn right, man. Come on through, you know what I'm saying? This event is free of charge. If you're in Chicago, you're in the Chicago area, come on through. Free event, free food. Come learn the truth.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Come learn that truth, man. Let's do our thing. So what's new, Akim, and what's going on out there? Talk to me.
Salaki, sir.
Please.
You got KD, you know what I'm saying, coming out. He made a big statement, you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying, the criticism that, you know what I'm saying, the Black athletes.
Do we have a video on that, or do we have an actual quote? We got the video.
We have, I believe it's a video. It's a video. Yeah, come. It's pinned.
We just want to jump that to the forefront.
Yeah.
Put that first, then I guess.
Yeah, break it down, y'all, down on what happened with KD.
The final one.
So KD, what KD is saying, like this been going on for a while. I don't want.
Yeah.
If you don't remember like 80s basketball, you know what I'm saying, it was like, you know what I'm saying, always Boston versus the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So they And you have
these niggas.
the rest of these, even though Paris and Dennis Johnson,
they
wouldn't on the team, right? Paris and Dennis Johnson they was terrorizing too, but they disregarded that. They play the right way, they pass and this and that, and then you got Magic up there, you know what I'm saying, turning his head and doing no look passes and stuff like that, Showtime and all that. That's what I'm saying, like, criticizing the black players, saying that they ain't playing the game the right way, ain't moving in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So what KD took offense is that they doing the same thing now with the European players. Like the European players is doing basketball the right way, and they you know what I'm saying, they structured and they learning the game the right way.
That's it.
And the rest of them don't know what they doing.
And let me break. Well, let's get it before I go into my tirade.
Hey, Cap, they don't know. Like this your
I was in that world. I was in that sports world. Where we at?
KD on other
they're gonna
other countries catching up to Team USA. And he said, quote, "I just don't like the talk around the USA versus European style of how you approach the game. All I hear is AAU is destroying the game. The Euros do it right while the Americans do it wrong." It's a lot of bull, fill in the blank with that. I can read between the lines on that. It's a shot at Black Americans. We're controlling the sport. They're tired of us controlling the sport. France is coming for you, really? We smacked them boys. End quote. Stephen A. agreed with Kevin Durant and what he had to say. And now I ask you, how do you feel about what his thoughts are?
So I've been waiting because I was gonna jump on KD the other day. Sure. And then I got a chance to watch Straight Shooter on your show, which is a great show, by the way. Great show. And I heard you pontificate on it. And I have to firmly push back. And there are some things more so in the KD
Man,
part.
you stop it right there. Now, I don't know what their opinions finna be, but here's what I can tell the listening on it.
Mm-hmm.
You looking at two Uncle Toms right here. Let's just clear the air on that.
Right.
Now, they might speak for it or I don't know, but I just want to clear the air. Let everybody know these are two Uncle Tom niggas sitting up there on this boat. Okay, go ahead.
Vote for the lesser of two times.
Got to me early because I felt like we were having different arguments, right? The first argument was about AAU basketball, which is a completely different argument than the Black American thing. I think whenever you bring race into something like this, it hijacks the conversation and takes away from the initial point, right? So to me, frankly, it felt like a little bit like a racist victimhood mentality, frankly, and it concerned me a tad, right? Because I think critiquing a development system is not critiquing a race. And we're talking about development systems for Americans. Mm-hmm. It's so AAU, which has been monopolized by shoe companies and by handlers.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to.
I can't take no more.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if black men are dominating the sport,
Mm-hmm.
which we have been for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So if they criticize an AAU and if they criticize an American basketball, who in the hell do you think they criticizing? You see what I'm saying? 'Cause if it was a bunch of white boys playing, it wouldn't be no criticism.
That's right.
Once again, you know what I'm saying, black people, you are continuing to. KD just finding out himself. You know what I'm saying? What world we all are living in. You get what I'm saying? Like, again, these people don't need a reason to hate you. You get my point? Your very style, they don't like Jared was bringing out. They didn't like the way the Magic was throwing no-look passes.
Right.
They don't like the way you walk. They don't like the way you shoot, the way you short. They just don't like you.
Right.
You get my point? This is the reason why you can't try to fit in with this whole gumbo pot of us being together. Just would never ever work. And what he do, get up on the mic. This is when you make it a racist thing, and this is the problem with our people right here. You see what I'm saying? When you got guys like that he's sitting up there with that position, and he want to go up there on the mic and appease, you know what I'm saying, the people, you know what I'm saying, who are being racist against us. And most of the criticism is coming from America.
Right.
The criticism ain't coming from outside of the world. This is America criticizing. This is America, you know what I'm saying, that's big up in the European players. Because majority of the European players that come over is white.
Damn right, sir.
You see what I'm saying? This ain't Europe that's saying AAU is wrong or the United States the way they play. This is your own so-called country that's criticized. Well, we don't like the way that they play. It's just that they don't like you.
Right.
They don't like your nigga behind, man. That's the bottom line of all of this right here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and play the tape, Bob.
You know, institutions that try to make it where it extracts value, and I get that predominantly players in the NBA are African American, but there are also a lot of players in the NBA and around the country that are Caucasian and involved in the same developmental structure, right, of AAU basketball, compared to the likes of overseas where it's more institutionalized, where there's more structure.
Go ahead.
There's more focus on the basic fundamentals of the game. Now, the thing that really bothered me ultimately about the comment is that we've heard
once again, his whole argument is racist. You hear what he just said? Over in Europe, they focusing on the basic fundamentals of the game. What you go ahead?
Proving his point. KD point.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that, he's proven his point. Like this, once again, everybody who black ain't black.
Right.
You understand? Like this cat right here, you could just look at his face and just see, you know what I'm saying, the Uncle Tom that's just pouring out of him. Come on, Yaradon.
If I could, so
please.
Even you mentioning his face is just like, what type of black man like cuts all the hair
all of it?
Looks, come on, that look crazy. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah. Go ahead, IG.
Bad cap. I remember when he got into a motorcycle accident. I promise you, prior to him getting to that accident, he didn't have this accent on how you hear like his how he speak. I remember when I was a kid, I'm like, damn, where the fuck that voice come from? As soon as he couldn't play basketball no more, he said, I gotta kiss ass to get some money.
That's it.
I gotta turn white.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, come on,
So
man.
to Officer IG's point, when that brother got into that motorcycle accident, he was rebellious. You know what I mean? He was out in the streets wilding out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was ghetto as hell. Now all of a sudden, it's about the fundamentals. On the court, he was, you know what I mean, showtime on the court. The brother had skills. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about the fundamentals. Because he gonna say over here they focus on athleticism, and then in Europe they focus on fundamentals. Nigga, your whole career was athleticism until you messed up wilding out as being a YN.
Once again, he's proved. Listen, I coached basketball 15, 20 years. Everybody on the youth level is teaching the kids fundamentals. It's the fact of it is that white players play different, you know what I'm saying, than what we play. You know, now, of course, we have a little more athleticism, but here's what you got to remember when it comes to sports. Lamont, you played as well. Brother, you have to be extremely intelligent to play sports. You understand that Michael Jordan he can fly in the air, all that's cool, but you have to have, you know what I'm saying, the mental fortitude to be, and right or wrong, you have to be ultra intelligent to play a sport. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to, you know, what temperature to put on a certain pass, and you got to be able to run plays. And again, it ain't got nothing to do with European focuses on fundamentals. It got everything to do with it. Like KD said, they are tired of seeing you dominate this goddamn sport.
What kind?
That's exactly what this is. This is the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we should have our own league anyway.
That's right.
You get my point? So we can go fill up the stands with nothing but black people in the stands, and brothers can get out there and play and have black coaches and black owners. This proves that you still in slavery.
Right.
This right here proves that you still in slavery. Sports is the perfect example to prove that you still in slavery, because who is getting paid off of our athleticism and off of us entertaining on the court? All the owners in the NBA is white. Damn near all of them. NFL, all white. Now these is the two sports that generate the most money. Why do they generate the most money? Because we own the field.
Hey, so like I said, to your point, at one point we basically did have our own league. It was called the ABA.
Yep.
Everybody forgot about it was called the American Basketball League. And the so-called white people had the NBA. That was as vanilla as it got.
I believe you got to fact check it. I believe even the white dude owned the ABA though.
He did. That's what I say. He owned the ABA.
Yeah.
But black people majority played in the ABA.
Right.
That's where we got like Dr. J and Kareem and you know what I mean, all of them cats, they were in the ABA.
There's no doubt.
But the ABA, because of the athleticism and the excitement of the game, was getting more attention than the NBA.
That's
where they focus on the fundamentals and 3-point shots.
That's
and a bunch of layups.
That's it. They hate the fact that black men that we got flavor. Like they want us to move like they move. Like they move like robots. They don't. White people don't. White people, you just don't have the flavor. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like that. God damn. Like we can't even be us in this place.
Nope.
You got to try to confine. And when you look at this cat here, you looking at somebody that has conformed himself to try to be white. Look at his face right now. That's a brother right there. You know what I'm saying? Probably grew up in poverty and everything. And he said, the way I'm going to make it in this world is shave all my face. Because, of course, your black man wearing the beard is intimidating in itself. You get my point? Like they tell us all the time, you're very intimidating just for living.
Right.
You ain't even got to be doing that.
We have a conversation. Somebody just walk up to us and you guys are real scary. We just talking to each other.
Smiling, laughing.
You know what I mean?
Man, come on, Lamont.
This is basically the same exact thing about the whole Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
You understand? When they say it's about American this or American that, they're saying this is about white America.
That's it.
You understand? That's why they say American.
Right.
You understand? Because to them, America is fundamentally theirs.
There you go.
So that's why they got to keep saying the word American, because that means white people culture.
That's it.
That's all they want.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like again, they trying to fit us. You black and brown people, you don't fit in America. You know what I'm saying? Like this here just never gonna work. The Lord about to get ready to take you up out of here anyway. You see what I'm saying? Because you are people that are just more blessed than every other people on the face of the earth. You get my point? They try to compare you to Africans until the team, the same USA team went over there and beat Nigeria by 40-50 points.
Right.
You get my point? There somebody make excuse. Well, they ain't got the coaches over there. They ain't got the courts. They shooting. I don't give a damn what they got.
Right.
You get my point? I mean, god damn, this ain't gonna work. Go ahead, y'all done.
You gotta work, sir. And to add another layer, it's like, okay, so KD is saying too, also, like they criticizing black players like for basically destroying the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? The different things of that nature, because they don't come out there and play with no enthusiasm, they say. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying, like his point was, you know what I'm saying, that they not coming to Luka and Jokic and all these European players and approaching them with the same, you know what I'm saying, with the same criticism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they not saying that they doing it as well. Like they out there last days, they do everything in the right fashion.
There you go.
And that's what the brother is trying to bring to the forefront. When the All-Star game wouldn't be the All-Star game if you ain't have black players. There wouldn't be no dunk contest and all these extra things that's added to it. Like, who wants to see somebody go, you know what I'm saying, that do a straight, you know what I'm saying, dunk in the basket, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of this would have even been what it came out to be besides black flavor. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Go ahead.
Kind of yard down point, sir. They trying to like give Luka the torch to be like the next face of the NBA. Like, don't get me wrong, the white boy got skill, but he's so fucking boring to watch. I cannot watch him play basketball.
And can't play a lick of defense.
None.
You got to remember, even the NBA itself, they conformed it so the European players could be able to compete. Because now it's the whole rule where you can't. It's the freedom of movement. You know what I'm saying? Before, the game was much physical, and when it was physical, you know what I'm saying, these white boys couldn't handle it. So now they got to make it so we got to make it so the European players can even compete. So now you can't hand check, now you can't bump on the screen when people rolling through. Now all because these cats can play. You see, you know what I'm saying? Like this is insane. Finish playing the rest of this. Go ahead, Ramon.
what a brother Shabayala, I got my head. Shabayala put on in the comments. He brought up a good point. He said, "I ain't never heard hockey players say, we need to learn fundamentals. You know what I'm saying, from black people."
Yeah.
And then this second part of it was so heavy. He said, "Why do we gotta get fundamentals from people we dominate?" You know,
Right.
like, who cares?
Right.
Who cares about the fundamentals? Well, we dominating the sport. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Like, Sly, if I may, like the brother was just bringing out, like nobody want to watch Luka play basketball.
Right.
Nobody want to watch Jokic play basketball. Those are the boringest players you ever. You want to watch somebody high flying. Dunk the thoughts, the season of the league.
Right.
So
That's it.
you know what I'm saying. So I just thought this was heavy with the brother brought out. I wanted to bring it out.
Yeah, and you listen. You can't make it into the NBA unless you master fundamentals. Give my point. And once again, it's just the fact that we play with a little bit. We play with flavor that they don't have, and because they don't have that flavor that we have, brother, they hate you. You do not fit into this world, black people. You know what I'm saying? We got to create our own world, and it starts with us. You know what I'm saying? Taking on the culture. You know what I'm saying, that the Lord wants us to have, and that's these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And listen, one day I'm coming to you, one day we'll wake up and we won't have to worry about criticism. I mean, every little thing that we do, you know what I'm saying, just has to be criticized. You understand? And you got to be able to you just got to take it as a black man. You got to take this criticism while they making money off of you.
Right.
Because while they talking about these cats that ain't got fundamentals, they making a ton of cash off the NBA. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, boy.
Hey, so like I said, the last time I checked, you know what I'm saying, you learn the fundamentals, right? Then you master the fundamentals,
right?
Then you're supposed to go on to advanced techniques to master your craft completely.
That's it.
If I'm not mistaken, that's any sport, anything I've business, martial arts, basketball, football, hell, ice skating, roller skating. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you master the fundamentals of anything. That's just the basic techniques. And then if you really want to excel and be a master of your craft, you have to have advanced techniques.
That's it.
So what's all this fundamentals talk?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I remember being in third grade, trying to learn how to cross over the ball under my legs, and everybody, kick your foot all the way up and bounce it, trying to get the rhythm of it. So you mean to tell me they want professional NBA players to play like a bunch of third graders?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or do you want them to get out there and show you why the NBA is the greatest basketball association in the world? You know what I'm saying? We got some of the best athletes in the world, and why it's one of the most entertaining games out there.
That's it. Right. Brother just brought up hockey. I don't know if y'all brothers knew this or not, but did you know that it was black people that started hockey in Canada? There was some brothers in Canada that actually started hockey.
Damn.
And you look at hockey, the sport is 99.6% white. You know what I'm saying? But you are the brothers in Canada. You know, black men in Canada is the one that started hockey. Go ahead, y'all done.
Hey, just to piggyback on your point, I don't want, and hockey has been in trouble for the last couple of years because of nobody watches it.
Right.
Nobody watching hockey like you know what I'm saying, like it was built up to be.
That's it.
But people are tuning into the NBA.
Yeah.
The NBA had that issue.
But don't skip this part unless you walk into that part.
No, go ahead, sir.
Why they ain't watching hockey? This is what we got to be able to. Why is it that nobody watches hockey? Y'all done? You got the answer on that?
If I could,
please.
Because they don't have God's chosen people in their sport. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You understand, Lamar?
If I may,
Please.
this reminds me of what you're talking about. Reminds me of course, none of us really watch it, but the figure skating or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
In the Olympics this year, there was some white boy that now he did a backflip during his routine, right?
Yeah.
And they saying, "Oh, it's amazing, he's the first to ever do it."
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was actually a black sister that did it.
They stopped.
And they banned that move, made it illegal for them to do it.
That's it.
Because no other white person could do it.
They
just made it legal 2 years ago, and now he's the first one ever to do it.
There you go.
You get my point? Like they have to change the laws or change the rules so they can get into the game.
That's it. Listen, so I'd like to tell the National Hockey League, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to get y'all sport together, you know what I'm saying, start letting us play. And listen, you will see everybody start tuning in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody watches the hockey because nobody wants to see a bunch of white boys skating up and down the goddamn joint. You understand? I'm gonna tell you something. I went to a school that was half black, half white, and the white boys that went to the school, they played hockey. You know what I'm saying? Now we didn't play it because the sport was so expensive to play.
Right.
This is where the racism kicks in. You know what I'm saying? Because the equipment was just so expensive. All of us was poor and black.
Right.
But we couldn't afford. They know how to, you know what I'm saying, dilute you out of a sport when they don't want to. But the interesting fact is we used to play floor hockey though, right? So the white boys who played on the hockey, they would come show all the black kids how to shoot the goals and how to flip it. Man, brother, do you know we end up being better than them doing the flow hockey? You know what I'm saying? They trying to hit and go. We so more powerful and strong that you could see them getting mad that we was better than them at flow hockey than they were.
Right.
And after they taught us how to do the shit.
Right.
What I'm telling you is straight up a factual. You understand?
Oh God.
Cap,
and that's the fundamental fear of white people.
Yeah.
That is the fundamental fear that whatever they do that they're good at, once we learn how to do it, whether we learn on our own or whether they teach us, that we are going to pass them by light years.
That's it.
Once they can master it, but once we master it, we're gonna be light years ahead of them and lead them in the dust. And there'll be a afterthought if we get our hands on everything.
Let's play a little bit more of this tape, and then we're gonna move on.
American players talk about Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. 2015, Kobe Bryant literally said European players are taught how to play the game the right way. They grow up learning fundamentals, spacing, footwork, and how to read the floor. In the U.S., we teach athleticism first. Over there, they teach skill and IQ first. Now, to me, Kobe never framed this as a racial or predominantly black thing. He framed this as, or he never said European players were better. He was just saying the way they developed was different. And I felt like when KD sometimes goes off on these rants, it doesn't mean that he's fully wrong, but when you just engage it that way, it sounds a little bit reckless. And it also feels as if it can just polarize a statement to a country where we're all in the middle of Black History Month, like Morgan Freeman always has said. And man, like Black history should never be minimized to a month.
Let me tell you something else about this cat that's up here talking. I got to go with IG, you know what I'm saying? Get me right, IG. Do we got it?
Oh, he got that bug.
Get one side of my hand. More and more he talking, I'm looking at him. Like, this ain't just no Uncle Tom up here. This cat here, you know what I'm saying, is got some sugar in his tank as well. It just show you, you know what I'm saying, it's always synonymous with these Uncle Toms, you know what I'm saying, to where they love the white people's raws and they got sugar in their tank on top of being a Tom. It's just like a combination. Go on, come on, Ron.
No, I was gonna say, yes, so I can let the brother know that the brother on the comments, his name Yosef Daak, but he said this probably about at 8:54, so it was about 30 minutes ago. He said got a little sugar in his tank, Salaki. Get a brother ahead.
It took me a minute to fully examine him, you know. Go ahead, finish playing that. You something else you want to say?
Oh, no.
Go ahead, finish playing the joint.
TV and say to you.
Well, first of all, I
see.
disagree with you on a couple of points,
Okay.
and I'll get into that for a second. But first order of business, that you're my brother, and you're a highly intelligent brother, and you make sense every time you open your mouth. So listen, we ain't nothing to be offended by. If you disagree with me, I'm gonna win either way, because either I'm gonna be right, or I'm gonna be right, or I'm gonna be educated. I'm gonna be right, or I'm gonna get educated. So I'm not losing either way. So we're good. So let's get that out the way first.
Always.
Secondly, let me say the thing that I think you're missing. I don't think it's appropriate to call KD reckless with this comment. And I think that it's important to point out that while you talk about victimhood when it comes to racism, right? there is a history that shows black people have been victimized by racism.
Yes.
Not in every single case, not always or anything like that. But the fact of the matter is that's a reality. So when people sit up there and say, oh, you're coming across as a victim, well, damn it, that's because black folks have been victims of that. And
God
we live
damn,
in a society.
stop.
Right.
Get me right on it, guy. I didn't expect him to take this thing.
Hey,
Come
Hey,
on.
Cap, man, I was a little more upset with Jay Will today because he made me, you know what I'm saying, agree with Stephen A.
Agree with Stephen A. You thought you never had to do that. Good night. Go ahead, RJ.
I don't mean it like ruin this moment, but
Go ahead.
Stephen A. He's a intelligent coon. Like he gonna coon 85% of the time, and then 15% of the time he gonna give you some truth. I'm down with the people type shit.
He don't want to totally lose his black card. Jason Williams, he can totally lost his black card.
Oh yeah,
like Jason Williams is the cat that when Master House is burning, you know what I'm saying, he going to go get the bucket of water, go throw that on the master, even though the master walking away.
Right.
The white man like, man, that house burning, ain't nothing we could do. No. Master looking at him like, look at this good pet here. You know what I'm saying? He's so excellent. Like even when he played with Duke, he's the cat that's out there, you know what I'm saying, running to save the ball, IG, jumping in the stand, about to break his goddamn neck, playing for Duke University.
Coach K.
You understand? I mean, good night. Go ahead for this play. Go ahead, Ron.
Brother, of course, y'all probably know already. His brother got a full-out Nuka McNeed, white woman.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah. I'd be surprised if he did.
Man,
his fiance by that.
Man, if you was to bring a sister to him, man, he'll vomit. I mean, go get the fine sister in out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful.
Right.
You know how the sisters got the shape and delivered to him. Man, that nigga vomit. You hear me? He'll be like, no, don't make me do this. Go ahead and play it. Huh?
Damn.
Particular where people would like to erase that reality. It doesn't get erased. It's a part of history. Just like any other group of people have their history, you can't go to the Jewish community and tell them to forget the Holocaust. You can't tell them to forget stuff that they've endured and they experienced and they suffered from and the iniquities that they were exposed to and they had to endure. Don't come to black people with that. So let's get that out the way. To get to Kevin Durant specifically, Kevin Durant, with all of those superlatives and whatever, Jay, he was talking about the narrative. He wasn't refuting what Kobe had highlighted in terms of European basketball and what they focused on compared to what was transpiring in America and what have you. In my estimation, he was pointing to the narrative. That, if you remember, just weeks earlier, he had talked about, and he brought up Luka Doncic, and he brought up Nikola Jokic. And he said, y'all get on us all the time about our lack of effort for All-Star Weekend. You never bring them up. Have you seen them play in All-Star Weekend? They don't care at all. Nobody had thought about that. We were saying NBA All-Stars, but we were really looking at the LeBrons and KDs and other people. So as a person that has won championships, that has won MVPs, that has won scoring titles, that's a four-time Olympic gold medalist, he is sitting there with intimate experiences of dealing with the narratives that are thrown in his direction and that of his contemporaries. And he is compartmentalizing. Yo, this is what we're experiencing. When y'all ask these questions, y'all come to us. You're not coming to the other all-stars who are lackadaisical on the court, who haven't put forth that much effort. I'm just saying that when he pointed to the narrative, I thought that he made a very salient point because it was true, and it is true, that when we talk about players, we're usually talking about them. And that's a fact.
But why is it
If I could,
please.
Hey, I hate to clap it up for Stephen A. Smith. Hey, what he's bringing out, Cat, because I was reading an article earlier. You know what I mean? You know, the new, I don't want to call it black code, you know what I mean? But the new thing that they do when we get into these high positions and we get that money and we're in front of the camera and we're famous, you know what I'm saying? This is the new thing that they say, oh, they're lazy. They're lackadaisical. They don't put in any effort. It's a sister. She was on a Netflix series, right? I didn't see it. I just saw the article about it. This sister, she out of 20, 30,000 contestants, she won to be part of this new female pop group over in Europe. The sister just announced that she taking a hiatus from the group because of all of the death threats and all of the comments being made. The main thing they're saying about, oh, she's the laziest one in the group. When she got sick on the show, they said, oh, she just being lazy. She's not putting in any effort. Then the black girl from the Spice Girls, tried to encourage her. And it's another one from the Pussycat Dolls. They said, oh, we went through the same thing. You know what I mean? So that whole black athletes doing the all-star season of lazy, lackadaisical, you know what the white man's definition for the word nigga is, right? Lazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's their politically correct way of saying, look at these niggas right here.
After he came up with, called you niggas and came up with the definition lazy, as you working on the cotton fields, building in the great empire on the face of
damn right. What kind?
Yeah, look at the hypocrisy in that. Again, you black man, you just you're not ever gonna get the love, you know what I'm saying, from this place, you know what I'm saying, because you wasn't meant for this.
Damn right.
You wasn't meant to get love from America. They gonna always hate you forever. And knowing that, man, that's why you got to focus on loving each other.
Damn right.
This is why you should not be trying to focus on loving everybody when you see the hate that you get from everybody. That should make you want to love your own and love yourself. I want to hear Jay Williams' response, and then we can move on. Go ahead.
Well, because it's like it turns into a battle between Kevin Durant and Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic, when obviously because there's Wemby.
I thought I just answered that. I know, but I thought I just answered. He's saying that when y'all come with this cynicism and this skepticism, it is aimed at the Black American players. That's what he's saying. Y'all are coming at us with it. You ain't coming at the others. You look at cats from Europe, whether it's Jokic or Luka or it's Wembanyama today, it's Embiid, it's anybody. He said, you're looking at us differently. That's what he's pointing to. And I thought he had a point when he said that. I don't think that can be denied.
But in my opinion, he's looking at that comment. It's not about Black Americans. It's about stylistic. It's about, and that's my point, Stephen A. I hear where you're trying to go with it. My point is, it felt like it was misconstrued. It's more about systems in place and how people felt those systems led to quality of players and the way the game was taught. It had nothing to do about race.
Well, that's very stupid when basketball is an American sport. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about the ways that, but then you should blame the coaches then. You see, you shouldn't blame the actual players. You should be blaming the AAU system in itself, not the players. Right. You know, but again, this cat right here, he hate himself. He hate his own people, man. This cat got a full out mental illness that a ton of our people did. Where we going next, Aki?
Next up, we got a video with some timestamps about Tucker confronting Mike Huckabee on America's toxic relationship with Israel.
I want to get to as I said at the outset, I said something awful that I regret that my wife barked at me about. I lashed out at Christian Zionists and evangelicals, and I just want to say again that I'm sorry. I've always liked them because they're pro-life and they're also really nice people. So for the third time, I'm sorry that I said that. I think part of my problem was I don't understand the theology, and you are not a fake Baptist minister. You're an actual minister. You had a church for many years. You're an actual theologian. So, and I mean this with sincerity, I hear people say, those who bless Israel will be blessed. I know it's a reference to Genesis. I don't understand the connection between that concept and modern Israel and the geopolitical world. And so I'm going to stand back and ask
let's first define, because, from my days as a debater in high school and college, one of the things I knew, you didn't start the debate till you defined the terms.
Amen.
Let's define the terms.
Thank you.
What is a Christian Zionist? What does that mean to you? What does it mean?
I don't know. It's the people who call me a Nazi for asking what Israel means. I mean, that's kind of my, I don't even know.
But here's the point. If you say a Christian Zionist is a person who has a brain virus and is guilty of heresy, that's a pretty big charge.
I know. I shouldn't have made it. I made it out of anger and ignorance.
So,
and I'm
Christian, I think we can agree, is somebody who follows Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Has a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, believes in his death, burial, resurrection, has repented of one's sins, and have accepted him as one savior. Would that be fair?
Amen.
Christian. Define that. Zionist. A Zionist simply means a person who believes that the Jewish people have a right to have a homeland where they have security and safety. Did you believe that the Jews have a right to live in Israel? Do you believe that Jews have a right to live in Israel? That would be a Zionist. That's all a Zionist is.
I
It's
have
not
a
anything-
million questions about what all of those terms mean.
Yeah.
But conceptually, I wish Israel no harm. I don't want to see. I'm
You
very
want them to have a place where,
like this devil, you know what I'm saying? He don't really want to. He's trying to not offend him.
Mhm.
You understand?
Oh,
Because
God.
this devil knows, that okay, the white people who claiming to be Jews, he ain't doing it like how we would do it.
Right.
This devil who doing the interview, he know that these Zionists have no business over there in that land.
Mhm.
That's why he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, avoid it
Dance
without
around it.
saying it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And this is what the UBK been telling you since 1969. That white people that's claimed to be Jewish people, man, they ain't no more than a Jew than a damn tiger is a Jew. You
Right.
understand?
Oh,
Like
God.
these people are walking around with a stolen identity, brothers and sisters. You understand? Like the real Jews was kicked out of that land in 70 AD and ain't been in that land since.
Right.
A ton of the Jews was taken in captivity by the Roman Empire, but the rest of them ran into Africa. That's what you don't understand. According to Babylon and Timbuktu, millions ran into Africa, running from Roman persecution.
Right.
Now, why did they run into Africa? Trying to hide amongst the dark-skinned people, you know what I'm saying, that's dark like them, but wasn't them.
Right.
And those people who ran into Africa are your ancestors. That's what you don't understand. And the Lord said this in the Bible: there's nothing hid that will not be revealed. And now us being in the last days, you see it's a ton of things going on the earth. The conflict in the Middle East, the Epstein's files is coming out. You know what I'm saying? But guess what else is also being revealed? That you so-called Negroes in America are the real Jews that
That's
the Bible
right.
speaks
That's
of.
right.
It's damn near under Bible. Listen, you didn't try every identity in the world.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You didn't try to be everything but what the Lord made you to be. And it has not worked. And when I say the real Jews, not just so-called Negroes, but I'm talking about all 12 tribes.
Right.
The Bible also then came back and said that our fathers inherited lies, talking about so-called white people. You know what I'm saying? Running around calling them. It's one thing for them to strip the identity, but they did the ultimate evil by going and claiming to be the people who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord listen, you go in the book of Revelation, the book of Revelations is basically a death sentence for America. There's also a death sentence for white people. It's like a judge reading out judgment all through the book of Revelations.
Right.
And in that book is, if we can get it, you know what I'm saying, Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. We'll pull it in a second. But I just wanted you to say that. You know, I mean, anybody else? Go ahead, play it.
they can live in
Let
security?
me add, so I saw this recently in an extremely telling exchange between the lieutenant governor of Texas, who I know and I've always liked, and a woman I don't know, never met, who's on the Religious Liberty Commission or something. And she said, I'm a Catholic, but I'm not a Zionist. And they had this ferocious exchange. And he kept saying, and everyone on the panel seemed to keep saying, you have to believe in Israel's right to exist. Which I've never kind of questioned, just for the record, but it did raise two questions I think are really important, and I hope you'll answer them. One is, where does that right come from?
It comes from
right there.
Damn.
Give me right on it.
IG, he want to call these motherfuckers out so bad, and he is, but he doing it in such a like a pacifist way.
Yeah.
Like going at him, but it's like real subtle.
That's it.
He doing this. He doing a genius job.
Man, listen. You hear what he just asked him? Y'all got to pay attention to this. You got this, brothers and sisters. You cannot drop the ball. You got to focus in on this. He said all that, and then said, "Well, where does this right come from?" Now he's asking them this because he know that these people don't belong in that land.
Right.
He don't know. He knows that these people who are claiming to be the Jews are not the Jews.
Right.
That's why he's saying, "Where does this right come from?"
Right. Like he's being so roundabout with like how he's speaking to him, because like once you get too blunt and forthwith about how you say your words, that's when you start getting hit with the anti-Semitism and defamation and shit like that.
Yep.
Then he'll get fined and sued, and then you have the entire nation coming after your finances, your credibility, your podcast, and all that. So he has to go the roundabout way because he's too scared to lose the power he's already built, because they'll take it away right off the jump.
Man, do this cat still got a job? You know, normally when they do this right here, even white people, when they get to questioning Jewish people, you know what I'm saying, on this lie, you know what I'm saying, you know, they end up either dead or, you know what I'm saying, fired. Y'all done?
If I could, sir, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like he was formerly employed by Fox, but now it's kind of changing shifts with the, you know what I'm saying, with the internet and different things like that, and people were able to, you know, build their own following and different things of that nature. Now this cat is building his own following, and now things like this, you know what I'm saying, benefits him. You know,
I got you. That's the power of social media to where damn near you don't need seeing the backing of CNN and Fox and none of that. You start your own, you know what I'm saying, goddamn thing on social media, but they even run social media too. Man, go ahead, finish playing that thing, man.
Actually, you could say it comes from the Bible. I would say that it does. But it comes also from a long iteration of historical precedents going to the Balfour Declaration of 1917. It comes from the League of Nations 1927. It comes from the United Nations 1947, the Declaration of Independence of the Israel State in May of 1948. They were immediately attacked. They won the war. They were attacked again in 1956. They won the war. They were attacked again in 1967 by 5 countries. They won the war. They were attacked again in 1973 in the Yom Kippur War. They won the war. The point is, does Israel have a right to exist? They also had wars in 1982 in Lebanon. They've had intifadas, 2 of those. They've had
Lebanon again in 06. I was there. No, I'm very familiar with the modern history of the state.
Okay.
Pretty familiar, I think. And
but a Zionist simply means somebody who believes that Israel has a right to exist. Now, the question is, do you believe Israel has a right to exist?
I guess. I mean, I want Israel to exist. Well, no, but I want to know what that means. So, like, do other countries have a right to exist?
Well, they do exist.
Do they have a right to exist? You keep saying Israel has a right to exist. And I want to know what other countries have
a legal right, because every international body in the last 100 years has said the Jewish people have a right
I understand
to their indigenous homeland.
My question,
that's a legal right.
One thing, he keep talking about this legal right.
Right.
He talking about all these different legislations who sign this, letter, sign that. But here's the part that he missing. God didn't give you the right to get that land. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that we don't understand. And because the Lord didn't give Jewish people the right to that land, that's why the Most High is walking the entire earth into the Third World War. This is what they don't understand, because they own a land that do not belong to them. They walking on holy land. That land belongs to you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Of course, you do not know that because you've been terrorized from your history. Like this Black History Month, you know what I'm saying? And again, they don't show you the history, you know what I'm saying, of who you are beyond your existence in America, which is extra evil, which is why we even came up with the Black History event. Big shout out to Officer Rhyme and Iowa alum, because what we gonna show you here tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, is that your history is a history, you know what I'm saying. Black history started before our existence here in America. And where did Black history start? In the one place that you think that we don't have nothing to do, and that's the Holy Bible.
That's right.
Like the whole time we sitting around here so brainwashed because of the Christian church and the Muslim mosque, you know what I'm saying, thinking that the Bible is a white man's book. When I came into the truth, man, and they showed me all the color scriptures that everybody, and then showed me the word niggas in the Bible. Brother, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, kind of
Because I say, how in the hell have this Bible been sitting in my grandmother's house, been sitting in my house, sitting in your house, sitting in everybody's house, and black people don't know that this book that been sitting in your house is your history book about you and your people.
Right. God, sir.
We've been dudes.
Hey,
Man,
God, sir.
Come on, my guy.
Hey, you know what that old white man saying is? You want to hide something from a nigga?
Yeah.
Put it in a book.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So
That's
why
it.
not put the #1 best-selling greatest book on earth to hide the truth about your black identity?
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And whitewash the absolute hell out of it.
That's it.
Even this devil right here, Cap, people gonna argue about what he said. He started off, he said, well, I would say
he was up there nervous, stumbling over his words and all that, because he know that damn him and the Jewish people ain't got a right to that land. And to go to show you that they don't have a right to the land. Look at what the hell they over there doing. You understand? Like the Lord's people, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, not one time have the Lord said, you know, kill people unrighteously.
Right.
Now Israel didn't went through some war. You go in that Bible, but these wars was wars that Israel ain't had no choice to fight. They've been implanted in that land. Basically, they all of them from Eastern Europe. They was given that land, you know what I'm saying, by the United Nations and a ton of other empires. They gave them that land, and now, like he bringing out, they feel as though they got a right to the entire Middle East.
Right.
You get my boy? Like once we ran out of that land, and here's what you don't know: geography. That whole land belonged to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That you want to know where we from? That's where we from, not Africa. We from the middle. We are Eastern people. That's our land right there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so when we left that land, other nations came and took over. You see what I'm saying? Somebody giving me they have parted my land. You see what I'm saying? A ton of them Arabs came and took over the land because we was no longer in the land. You understand? Go ahead, Maya. You were saying something.
Hey, I was gonna say, Cap, if you peep at the very beginning when he started off, he tried to say that, well, the right comes from the Bible and God, right? He said, I would say probably, but then he went on to state about all the Belfort Act, in 1920 and in 1917 and in 1948 and 1947.
That's it.
He gave more authority to the white man, giving them the right to be over there. The God, because he named. I would probably say the Bible, but then I would say the Belfort Act, all the things that Esau gave them. You know what I mean? They know that they did not get the right from the Most High to be in that land. They got the right from their goddamn self.
And you notice all them acts was in the 1900s, right? And they wrote all them things in place because they know that the real Jews was over here in North America in slavery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They know you wasn't in the land no more. So now they can write the Belfort Act and every other act because you here over in North America in slavery without no clue that you the real Jew.
Right.
You ain't got a clue. You over here calling yourself we colored. When the Belfort Act was around, you was calling yourself colored. Or Negro. You definitely wasn't, you know what I'm saying, calling yourself the identity of what you are. You was calling yourself a color, brothers and sisters. A color is not a nationality. Do you even realize that and understand that? Like it's 2026 with all the education in the world. It's so many of us that are completely clueless of what our identity is. You understand where we at with it?
If
Go ahead, RG.
Just real fast. It seemed like, you know, the devil, he said Israel got the right to exist. It seemed like the cat, he can put him in a box and walk him down. I want to say he can ask him, Palestine got the right to exist. That's what it sounded like.
Real talk.
I want to see what he say.
He went there.
Are we playing some more now?
Yeah, kind of.
Go ahead, play the tape, Ryan.
Do they have a biblical right? I would say that yes, but you may say they don't.
I don't know. I'm actually sincerely interested in finding out what you mean by a biblical right. But first, to the legal right, does any other country on the planet have the same right that Israel has to exist?
Well, you could say, does Jordan have a right to exist? When it was Transjordan And the Brits came and divided up the Middle East, and they gave some land to Jordanians, and they gave some land to the Saudis, and they gave some land to various Middle Eastern countries, and it was all carved up. And the French gave Lebanon its right to exist. Do they have a right to exist?
Do they?
Well, why not?
Okay. So every country.
Does the U.S. have a right to exist?
I'm asking you.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I think the U.S. has a right to exist.
Okay.
We came here, but we came there. We're in Israel now talking. But does the U.S. have a right to exist? Does anyone question whether we have a right to exist?
I don't. Yeah, but I, of course, I'm for America.
Good for you.
But so every current country on the map has the same right to exist that Israel has. Is that what you're saying?
I think what we're saying is that when a country has established itself,
Please.
and
Go ahead. He's fighting so hard. Okay, he said he liked America. He said America got the right to exist.
Yep.
He's not going to come out and say that Palestine or any other brown country has the right to exist, but he's going to say America and Britain, and this is a devil. This is a pure devil.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead, finish playing.
Is following international law. It has been deemed by numerous bodies that it is indigenous to its homeland, as Israel is. This is its homeland. It goes back 3,800 years to the time of Abraham. It's not that
Stop it right there. Go ahead, y'all down.
So this cat just said that it goes back 3,800 years. Now, this is one point that you really got to key in on.
Come on,
because this is where the brother. I was calling him a brother because
because of the angle he taking.
He's gonna cut him immediately on that 3,800 years that he's saying that they occupied that land when he mentions what you just brought up in 70 AD. I don't want if I could.
Come on with it.
Now I'm getting.
Here in 1948 said we're going to have some land.
Hold on. So those are two different tracks, and I just want to make sure that we separate them so I understand each one separately.
All right.
So you're saying there's the modern legal framework, and so you said a country that abides by international law has a right to exist.
I would say that is a part.
Would the inverse be true that a country that does not abide by international law forfeits its right to exist?
Not necessarily if it has the capacity to stay and make its case known. But there have been Jewish people in this land,
okay, but that's
in this very land for 3,800 years.
Okay. So, but you're saying as the modern nation state with borders and a military and a Knesset and just all the kind of trappings of a modern country, all of which I support, that country has, every country on the planet has the same right as Israel to exist because it does exist. Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to understand the concept here.
Well, I think what we're trying to get to is Christian Zionism, and you've taken this way off the road here.
I don't know that I have. I don't mean to. Christian Zionism is a separate thing, but I just keep hearing people say Zionism is the belief.
But that's the fundamental argument that's going on. Does Israel have a right to live in their indigenous, ancient, historical land, a land that has been affirmed throughout international organizations, a land that has direct ties to the Jewish people?
I just want to know if this is a universal principle. I guess that's what I'm getting at, because if it's not, then it's meaningless to me, because as a Christian, I believe in universal principles. Something is right for everyone or it's wrong for everyone. We don't believe in special cases.
But here's the question. If the Jews didn't have this land, would the Jews have a right to any land?
I don't know. I'm not attacking the Jews. I'm asking if this applies to every people and every nation. Does every nation have the same right to its own homeland, to its own physical land that you say Israel does?
I feel like we're in a rabbit hole here.
No, I think it's a very straightforward question.
No, but
does that right extend to other?
I'm just saying, he's not going to answer it.
Yeah.
He's been asking for the same question for 5 minutes.
Real talk.
The devil will not say it.
No, he's not. Go ahead, play it.
Countries other than Israel.
But the most important thing that is going on in our culture right now is whether or not the people that are yelling in the streets from the river to the sea, whether that's a legitimate point of view to say that there should not be a Jewish homeland. There should not be a Jewish
You'll
state.
never hear me say that. I just want to know.
I know you haven't said it, but that's the argument.
It's one of the arguments going on globally. And the United States, excuse me, has pretty narrow view, I would say, in our media culture of what's happening around the world. There are plenty of countries having this debate. Stonehenge is a lot older.
Give me the scripture I need.
Divided the land, sir.
Yeah, where's the part where he talked about Benny Yahu from Europe? Is he walking into that, or is that a different timestamp?
Raj, I got that. I just sent it to your Telegram.
Read what you got, IG.
Con. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 2.
Come on.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The Lord say he's gonna do what?
Bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The valley of Jehoshaphat is in the Middle East. This is the prophecy of the Lord telling you why he's gonna do the third world's war. It's because these nations are sitting on our land. Keep going.
It will plead with them there for my people.
And will do what?
Plead with them there for my people.
The pleading that the Lord gonna do for them for us people is having them fight each other. That's why you see battleships in the ocean right now. That's why you see nations gathering their armies together right now. Where they doing that at? In the Middle East. Keep reading.
And for my heritage, Israel.
And for my what?
Heritage.
And for my heritage, Israel. His heritage is, he talking about is blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Like, y'all don't even know that whole third world war that's about to go down in the Middle East is because the Lord is preparing to bring you back into your land. But before he bring you back into that land, he gonna make these other nations go to war with each other. And while they doing that, brothers and sisters, guess what we supposed to be doing? Gathering ourselves together, like it says in Zephaniah 2:1.
That's
and
right.
What does gather yourself together mean? Get together and take pictures, you know what I'm saying, at a cookout?
Right.
No, gathering yourself together means come together and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, because that's going to be the only thing that makes us survive in these last days. Any more on that, IG?
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
They did what?
Scattered among the
And
nations.
we scattered everywhere. Keep going.
And parted my land.
And did what?
Parted my land.
And they parted our land. You understand that when we left out of that land in 70 AD, they parted the land, meaning the Arabs took some of the land, and then the so-called Jewish man came and took some of the land as well. That's what it means to part the land.
Right.
Keep reading.
You want verse 3?
What verse 3 say?
A lot cast a lot.
No, where's the part where it say I don't know if it's in it where it say they moved us far from our border.
Oh, come
it might
on.
not be in that one, you know what I'm saying? But what we at? Did the brother find the joint on the tape? Go ahead, Raj Garab.
Anyone, but if you add them all together, the and ethnic, you have a very strong case that the Jewish people are living in a land that is indigenous to them, that has been their historic homeland for 3,800 years.
You can repeat it as
and you can
as
also
often
look
as
in the
you want.
archaeology. The stones cry out.
Okay.
Have you been to the city of David, for example?
I have. Okay.
Get that,
Man, did you hear this devil, RG?
Like,
he don't even you can tell you that he just completely lying through his teeth out. He said the stones cry out. Man, these people, man, listen, these people are diabolical, man. Keep playing it out.
And
I love it.
It's an amazing
I
place.
agree.
It may be the greatest archaeological discovery in all of history because
great.
It's stunning. And they still continue to find things that date the Jewish people to this land archaeologically for 3,800 years.
We can date the British people to their land much longer, much thousands of years longer. Stonehenge is 3,000 years older than any building built by the descendants of Abram in this country. And so it's fine. I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's right. I'm just wanting you to affirm that right, but it makes you uncomfortable and you won't. And I don't know why.
I've never honestly sat down and asked myself, are the lines around the
It's an
United
island, so we know what the
Kingdom-
lines are.
I'm saying, but are those lines, are those rooted in something other than the historical connection? Well, great. Then they should have it. But
And
that's
they have a right to have it. But then you said if they can defend it, and if they can't defend it, they lose the right.
But I didn't say it was exclusive one or the other. I think you're really going off the trail.
I just want to know if these principles apply universally or if they only apply to the people of Israel. And my answer appears to be just the people of Israel. They're the only ones with these rights. And I just reject that.
I didn't say that, but I'm saying we are talking about Israel. We're in Israel. We're talking about Christian Zionism because you've made some disparaging statements about Christian Zionists. You've apologized for them, for which I appreciate. And now we're trying to define Christian.
There's a part in there where he says, you know what I'm saying, like Ben Yatin, what's his name?
Netanyahu, Bibi
and his people are from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We have that part of, you know.
I'm trying to get to it.
Ain't no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Give me the scriptures I call for.
I got you, sir. You want the one about removed from their border?
Yeah, you can get that. Give me that first.
All right, this is the book of
Matter
Job.
of fact, give me the ones of Revelation. First, then we'll go to that.
Yep. Book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Let's go.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
But thou what?
Thou art rich.
Keep reading.
And I know the blasphemy.
I don't know the what?
The blasphemy
Uh-huh.
of them which say they are Jews.
Which what?
Which say they are Jews and are not.
You hear that? You know what I'm saying? He know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. And these people right here, brothers and sisters, that's claiming to be you are not you.
Right.
You understand? And the Lord said he knows the blasphemy of them. Keep reading.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
The synagogue of what?
Satan.
Who pray in synagogues? It damn sure ain't us.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading. Or was that it?
That was it. You
Take
wanted
me to 3 and 9.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not.
And are what?
And are not.
Read.
But do lie.
But do what?
But do lie.
That's what this devil is doing right here. You understand? He is straight up and down lying. You understand? And he's trying to make a legitimate argument for why they in that land. And this other cat here is eating them alive. You want to say something about it? Like this cat is straight up and down eating them alive. Keep going.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
I will do what?
Make them come and worship before thy feet.
Keep reading.
And to know that I have loved thee.
That's crystal clear. You understand? What we at with it? Say it again. No, we done with that.
Moving on to the next topic.
Yeah. Y'all ready to move on?
Let's
do it.
So next up we have is the public reaction to the Baft N-word incident. That is the real problem. I believe it was Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah,
the Michael B. Jordan incident.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight. If you've seen the film, I swear you will know that film is about the experience of a person with Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette syndrome has no control over their language. We apologize if you were offended.
I'm gonna get Tourette's and start saying cracker.
Oh yeah.
See what happens.
Come with God.
We have the video of what when he actually said it.
What's that?
Because he's saying like the whole N-word situation was a tick. You understand? That was just them apologizing. It would be nice to see, them actually. Let's see the tick.
Yeah,
at this point, at this end of the day, I think there's someone got to post it on there. If you can't find it, you can't find it. But at the end of the day, it's like they always try to make an excuse for their open, blatant racism.
Oh yeah,
you understand? You just say the word nigga, and nigga, now it's just a tick. You understand? Well, that tick, they must have been either hearing it, you understand, or saying it before for it to be on their mind. You understand? Go ahead, my
guy. So a sister that has Tourette syndrome did a video, and the thing she said is that, someone with Tourette's, they can't help what their tics are. But you can't say a word if it's not in your vocabulary already.
Right.
And then Jamie Foxx made a point. Out of all the words for him to say, when two black actors was up there, he said the N-word. You know what I mean? He could have said it any given other time during the night.
Right.
Well, with Michael B. Jordan and what's the
Lindo.
I forgot the brother's name. But when the two brothers are up there, you know what I mean, for the giving the award out, that's when his tick kick in and he say nigga out loud.
Right. It's basically just like saying, oh, they're getting a reward. I don't like it. And it's, I can use my so-called disability as an excuse to degrade them for getting something I didn't get myself.
Right.
You understand? Or damn these niggas for winning this award. You understand? That's why like they even created the whole the BET awards, because they were too tired of black people getting all the awards over them. So they had to separate their award ceremonies to a certain degree. You understand? That's just how it goes. But anything else on this, because it's pretty self-explanatory.
Well, yeah, but this story has been the hot topic in the news. You know what I mean? Because of course they blame it off on mental health,
right?
You know what I mean? But in everything that the so-called white man do to us, you know what I mean, is mental health. You know, a young white guy goes and shoots up a bunch of black people in a grocery store, and they want to talk about the abuse that he suffered. You know what I mean, and how he wasn't right in the mind. But a black person who has suffered all types of abuse their whole life and lived in poverty their whole life, still a candy bar, and you a super predator and a goddamn monster.
Right.
You know what I
basically
mean?
when we do it, and it's an excuse, or when they do it, it's a reason.
It's a reason, right?
Also, if I could, sir, you know what I'm saying, just about this whole award show. So the guy with the tick, you know what I'm saying, he's supposed to be there promoting a movie about Tourette's. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he blurts that out. You know what I'm saying? It just seems to me, you know what I'm saying, to be just a little like they're, you know what I'm saying, promoting the movie on the backs, you know what I'm saying, of embarrassing us at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Using us as a ploy, because they know that this term is going to get, you know what I'm saying, notoriety and different things of that nature. And now they using that. It just seems too convenient.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's so convenient that it happened right then and there, because now everyone's going to be running to the media to go see who this was, or go see what he had going on with his Tourette's movie or whatever he had going on. Yeah, it's basically it's like with a media stunt. That's what they call it when you do something to try to boost the views or boost the promos or whatever the case may be.
Kind of a con.
Yeah, and if you say that, for one, you just rallied all white people to your shit, and then two, you have all black people rallying to it in a way to go against it. So either way, you know, like we always say, even for the truth, any exposure is good exposure. You understand? Even if people hate you, it's still exposure. If people love you, it's still exposure. You're still getting out there.
Right.
You understand? It's the views that matter. It doesn't matter the opinions of the people. You feel my point?
And if I could, and then they turned around. I read an article. It was an article. They said the problem with the whole BAFTA N-word incident is not the fact that he called out the N-word. It's people's responses to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not the fact that this Tourette's or not. That he's obviously racist. You know what I'm saying? Or has been raised in a very racist environment that could be a word that formulates for his tick. But it's not the fact that he said it, how Delroy Leonard and Michael B. Jordan froze and had to force their way through the rest of the ceremony.
Right.
It ain't about how black people felt at home hearing that on an international broadcast. It's about how we responded to it.
Right. We gotta make sure that we understand this poor white guy's Tourette is a disability, and then we gotta coddle him again.
Right.
You understand? That's basically what we do at the Slave all the time, Janet. We gotta coddle these white people's mental illnesses. You understand? And that's what America taught us to do. Who cares about if the black people were offended? But the victim is still the white man, even though he's the one that created the whole situation.
Right.
Tick or no tick. You understand? He said it. You feel my point? Ticks are no different than like how a parrot talks. You understand? It's just a mimic.
That's
it. It's an involuntary mimic. Parrots is hearing something that happens all the time in the house. You understand? That's how you teach a parrot to say the certain words you want. You say it consistently to it, and then it comes out. It blurts it out whenever it finds it convenient, or it just blurts it out of spontaneousness. That's how a tick works. You understand? Especially with the vocal ticks, at least. You understand? So if there's not anything else on that, we can probably move forward.
Yeah, con.
You done with the Michael Jordan joint?
Con. So next up we have this is the Epstein files. This is them dropping the names of the Epstein files. Actually,
let me just before you play that, I just like to say something on that Michael B. Jordan joint. Like that was very, it was very distasteful for that devil to scream that out there. Now these cats is two. Who was it? Michael B. Jordan. What was the other guy?
Delroy Leonard.
Right, these two actors, right?
Wakanda.
Two prestigious actors, and he yells that, and you see how they paused when he yelled that out. Like this 2026, and it just goes to show you that all this so-called progress, you know what I'm saying, that we done made as a people, you know what I'm saying, is a goddamn fantasy. You understand? For these cats, and they I know they got to feel just so shameful, because to be an accomplished black actor like these cats here, in their mind, America didn't change, and they have made progress, and they have done these things. And for them to be called that at this, what was this? What was this that they was at?
It's the BAFTA, the British Acting, Film, and Television Awards.
That's it. I know they had to be just totally, you know what I'm saying, just thrown off like this. But let me tell you something. I was telling, I believe it was Officer Yaradan this earlier when we was discussing this particular story right here. This right here is good for black people to see.
That's right. Damn right.
This is good for you to see this, man. It's all these stories we going over here tonight. We kicked it off with the NBA and KD and all that. All these things are good. It's good for you to see, because this is what you're gonna need to wake up.
Damn right.
All that progress you talking about we done made, and America's post-racial and it's different, and believing that you could work. The dumbest thing that you could ever believe is that you and your oppressor can have the same God. You know what I'm saying? That is just totally dumb. You know what I'm saying? And here they are at some award show, you know what I'm saying? Two prominent cats, world famous, and all these cats is famous as hell. And this cat had no respect at all, call them niggas in front of everybody.
Right.
They had to pause. They couldn't. But black people, it's gonna take white people showing you who they truly are for you to wake up. Otherwise, you would be asleep for another 400-500 years if they was to hide their racism like they did for so long. But now they tired of hiding. You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody who tired of being acted. Now they want to be who they are, and who they are is a people that hate you.
Damn right.
So I just want to say that, Lamar.
Actually, we're gonna move on to more along the lines of the FARRAKHAN thing we had for tonight. So we're gonna go right into Kazak Ahmad at camp. Why would you serve God if God to allow you to serve drugs? You said that weird, but yeah, if we can play this, Raj.
You understand? That's what's going on. What, you had a question? What you said? What religion? You talking about Islam? God damn, I lie. You think I'm supposed to respect Islam? I don't. Do you love black people? Do you love black people? Do you love black people? Yes or no? Do you love black people? You don't? So why would I follow your religion? Why would I follow a religion that teaches you to hate me? Do you hate black people? No, I didn't ask you about everybody.
Man, listen, because I got me ready to get back at a camp, you know. And y'all know in this Midwest, when wintertime comes, get me right on this, Lamar, we shut down for a couple of months. I feel like we ain't been in camp in ages, but watching this, my yard made me think, damn, I need to buy but it looks like the weather's about to break, and it looks like we about to get back out there. So this tape right here is cold-blooded, because what you're seeing right here, for those who may not know, is you're seeing how black people, how religion divides black people.
That's right.
The brother standing up on the podium, which is an officer in the ISBK DC. You know what I'm saying? This brother right here is an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? He's up there trying to show this brother how being in the religion of Islam, how it makes you hate your own people. So I just want to, bring you up to speed to what's going on. Go ahead.
Black people. So now, if you love black people, why are you against me for telling? I know. So you want me to respect your religion, but you saying to hell with the head. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why we can never be Muslims. That's why we can never be Muslims. Because look what Islam does to black men. Look what Islam does to black men. We coming out here to raise up black men and to get them off drugs and to get them from being and to stop them molesting children. And you against that? You against black people not molesting? So why you against us then? So why are you against us then? Talk, tell me. Islam allows black men to sell drugs. Do Muslims sell drugs? Do Muslims sell drugs? Do Muslims sell drugs? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do Muslims sell drugs? Yes or no? Answer the question. Answer the question. Wait, no, I ain't saying what you're supposed to. Answer the question. You being honest. Now tell me the truth. Tell me the truth, brother. Tell me the truth. Do Muslims sell drugs to their own people? Do Muslims sell drugs to black people?
The answer is yes. Muslims sell drugs to our people. That is the obvious answer, right? That's what the brother do not understand. Go ahead and play it out.
Answer the question, I'll answer yours. Answer my question, and I'll answer yours. Do Muslims sell drugs? Do Muslims sell drugs to their own people? Answer the question. I'm gonna hear you out. No. Let him answer. I'm talking to him.
As you see, avoid and answer the question because he know. Keep going.
At a time. Be honest. Straight up with me. Do Muslims? Does Islam allow? Okay, good. Now we established that. You say Islam doesn't. Wait, hold on. It's the second one. Do Muslims sell drugs to black people? In some cases, yes. That's different. You said two Muslims sell drugs to black people. Understand the black.
Another tape, you know what I'm saying? That was a heavy tape there. You know what I'm saying? He had to admit in the end, yes. You know what I'm saying? Which goes to show that we are not supposed to be a part of this religion. You know what I'm saying? Where we going next?
Come on. So since we're hitting of course, we're hitting the Islam faith, we're gonna go right into their leader, Louis Farrakhan. How back in the day he revealed that the black Americans, so-called Negroes in America, are actually the real Israelites.
No, I don't want you to play the
where he said he did the best he could.
Yeah, that one first, then you play that one after that.
I did the best that I could. Did I accept the mission? Yes, sir. All praise is due to Allah. So, son, go on and teach, man. Go on and teach. Go on and teach. Yeah. May Allah bless you. Thank you. Thank you. That's it.
I'm sorry, can you play it one more time?
He collapsed in on himself.
I did the best that I could. Did I accept the mission? Yes, sir. All praise is due to Allah. So, son, go on and teach, man. Go on and teach. Go on and teach. Yeah. May Allah bless you. Thank you. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, well, as you can see, you know what I'm saying. Another thing that's going on in the earth, you seen Jesse Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He just passed. You understand? And he was a fraudulent leader for many years.
Right.
You got to throw Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying, in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just sat up there and said he did the best he could. You understand? The problem is he did not do the job of fixing us, man.
That's right.
And you just seen the tape that we played before that, you know what I'm saying? Us trying to join Islam keeps us, you know what I'm saying, basically subjugated in the same evil that we've been doing for a very long time. You understand? And the brother, like Jesse Jackson, this is the truth that we all gonna have to face. He failed at the job. And the reason why he failed at the job is because he tried to join us to Allah.
Right.
And Allah is not your God, black people.
That's right.
At the beginning of the show, when we kick off the show, first thing we do, we mention the God of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, which is Yahweh in the Hebrew.
That's right.
You understand? Yahweh and Allah are two different gods. Now, they'll try to tell you it's one and the same. It is not one and the same. Allah allows no matter what race you are, you can join this religion. The religion of Islam was spread by the edge of the sword.
That's right.
That right there tell you that this is two different beliefs. These are two different gods. And we got to find the God that works for us.
Right.
You get my point? He telling you he did the best he could. That is his admission. They're telling you that he did not do the job. That whole million man, he had a million man march, came back with hey, go ahead.
He had 2 million man marches.
Right.
He had the million woman march. He
Right.
had 2 million man marches, 2 million women marches. Then he tried to do the million children's march. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that didn't work out. He did do a million children march. He wanted to do a second one, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
His brother did 5 million black.
I didn't know he did. I didn't know he did marching for women.
Yeah, come.
I didn't know.
I knew that because when I was in Philly,
I would have went to that one.
I did. I ain't gonna lie.
I would have been at that one.
I was in the world.
I didn't know.
I was like a million. You know what I mean? I'm there.
Right.
But yeah, he did 2 million man march. He did the million women's march. He did the million children's march. Raised all types of money.
Right.
I'm talking about crazy.
That's a fact. But again, he had those marches, got up there, and the people who came to the march walked away with no solution. And that's the thing, black people. If we ever gonna get fixed, man, we gonna have to say to ourselves, well, we came and we together for this march. He got up there and, said a few things like preachers do every Sunday. Get up there and say things that make you feel good for the moment. But if you don't walk away with no concrete resolution, meaning what rules are we going to follow? What direction are we moving in? What culture are we going to have? Then, brother, you just getting up there just screaming words with no results. You know what I'm saying? I was going back and forth with these cats online about the Million Man March, and they could not tell me, what solution came from having these marches. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, y'all done.
If I could,
please.
Sir Sue, he coined the phrase justice or else. Right. And we never seen else, and we still ain't got justice. Right. If I could. It's a lot.
How can we forget that? Right. He did say justice or else. And we haven't received no justice.
Right.
Y'all remember that now? That was about 20 some odd years ago. He said that. And listen, look at all that didn't transpire with black people. You understand? And there was no else. You understand? Because again, he failed at the job because you can't fix us unless you have the right tools. It's like a mechanic.
Right.
You can't just hand a mechanic any type of tools to fix a damn car. He gonna ask you, no, let me get the wrench for that. Let me get the screwdriver for that. He just he ain't gonna take a butter knife and try to fix the damn parts under the car.
Right.
Because a butter knife ain't gonna work.
Right.
Well, Islam has not worked. Christianity has not worked.
At all.
Jesse Jackson is a champion of Christianity. That's what he was. It didn't fix us. It didn't help us
at all.
FARRAKHAN, the champion of Islam. It didn't fix us. It didn't help us
at all.
These are two different gods that, according to Deuteronomy, we was gonna follow, and the Lord said it wasn't gonna work. Like we got to go to what works for us, man. You cannot bypass the rules that the Most High put down in this Bible, man.
That's right.
These things can no longer be ignored, and we're gonna play a tape in a minute where Farrakhan come out his mouth and say that black people in America are the real Jews. You understand? Which is crazy, because how you gonna say we the real Jews but still try to hold on to Islam? That's trying to walk down too. That's trying to do exactly what the Lord said not to do. That's being double-minded. You understand? Go ahead, Roman one.
Salaki, I just wanted to just to bring out when Farrakhan said that he did the best that he could, and through the Million Man March and all of those things that he's done, so-called done for the black community, he's raised up more men that's became drug dealers. And that's become incarcerated. You go to the jails right now. 80% of those black dudes in there. Every one of your cousins that go to jail come out with every single one of them.
That's
it just shows you. He's saying, he did the best he could. The best he could was to put us deeper in the prison system.
That's
to
it.
Put us deeper on drugs or deeper in the streets.
Damn right.
Which never fixed it. That's why it's so important. If you're a black or Hispanic, Native American Indian, is who you follow. Like the person you follow, it could be either your destruction
or could be, you know, the way you continue or your legacy continue in life.
That's it. Right.
A lot of men that's in that prison system right now, legacy are dead because
That's
they
it.
follow, you know, Farrakhan or Islam because you know they separated now. Now they got two different factions,
Yeah.
and it's a whole different debacle on even that. They don't
That's
even.
it.
They don't even want to be the same Muslims no more.
That's
Right.
it.
So
That's it.
You know, I just
Right.
wanted to bring that out. I mean, he said he tried so hard. You know what I'm saying? You got a man like Commander Junior Hunter who tries, and don't none of his men, you know, sell drugs. Don't none of the men that go to jail or the men that he's bringing out of the prison system.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's
that's
bringing
it.
men out of them, not putting them in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we listen. We need something stronger than a man that say, "I did the best I could."
Right.
We in a position, you know what I'm saying, where we need a man to do the job. And
Right.
Commander Jenny Hanna is doing the job.
Damn
That's
right.
what he's doing. That right there, you know what I'm saying, cannot, you know what I'm saying, that cannot be taken lightly at all. You know what I'm saying? So where we at with it?
Hey, Cap, if I could say one thing, sir.
Please.
The Million Man marches that Farrakhan, as a brother that went to one of them, all that was, Cap, and I love how Captain Kadazar just says that Islam is just musty Christianity.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because the Million Man March, all that was a recreation of the March on Washington. You know what I'm saying? That everybody heralds with Dr. King. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, sir, I was there for hours. I watched people on stage talking and speaking. I can't tell you not one goddamn thing they said. I can't. A lot of the times people were speaking, and I'm like, "What?" I'm sitting in the audience, like, "What the hell are they talking about?" You know what I'm saying?
Give me
Cap?
more. Give me
And
more.
I'm talking about they got sisters up there, they got brothers, and like when I went and looked at the
Let me just stop you for 1 second. So are you saying it was a bunch of confusion?
It was definitely a bunch of confusion, Cap. Now, and I go look at the names of the people that were on there. I'm like, oh shoot. And I'm like, damn, oh, I didn't know that was her speaking.
Right.
I didn't know that was him speaking. Because when they were up on stage speaking, you had majority of the crowd walking around just doing their thing. It was just a nigga gathering. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no big revolutionary moment. It was more black people gathered in one place than I had ever seen in my life. I'll give them that.
I got
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But however, the impact, like you
Yeah.
said, on the community,
right?
I'm listening to what they say, a bunch of rhetoric, a bunch of stuff I done heard before.
Right.
Cats trying to recapture that spirit of the 60s.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It wasn't nothing new.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing revolutionary.
Right.
It was just a money grab. It was a feel-good situation for
Because
black people.
and why did you say it was just a money grab?
Because Cap, they had vendors all over the goddamn place. It was brothers out there selling Million Man March t-shirt. It was vendors selling water, selling hot dogs, selling cheese steaks, selling whatever.
And
You know what I'm
then you
saying?
had to pass $20 up to the front.
I didn't.
No, he did. Listen, not only what you saying is so heavy, because if you get a million people at a march, like you say, of course the vendors they're gonna get paid, but guess who else gonna get paid? The city.
Right.
Which is why the white man would even allow you to have a march, because with a million people coming into DC, how many hotel rooms is getting bought?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole economics of the city for that particular weekend shot up because you got all those people in the town.
Right.
You understand? The white man, he's so diabolical. He knows, you know what I'm saying, that you are not an Arab.
Right.
You understand? At the end of the day, nobody could come up against the truth, because at the end of the day, when you look at the roots of Islam, is it's an Arab religion. You understand? Now, black people here's the problem. You are not an Arab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you accept that religion, this is the reason why Arabs are able to come in your community, open up gas stations. They're able to come in your community, open up stores, corner stores. You understand? And open up now the Arabs are selling you chicken.
Right.
They opening up chicken spots now. You understand? Selling you chicken. Here you are, you know what I'm saying, invented the damn fried chicken. And here you got a crusty foot Arab, you know what I'm saying, selling you fried chicken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you believe that it's right for just to be joined to any and every people. But they don't believe it's right to be joined to you.
Right.
Because while they got all these businesses, they monopolizing black neighborhoods taking all our money and then taking it back, sending it back overseas to the Middle East. And you too stupid to even pick up on it because why? Allah loves everybody.
Right.
Allah for everybody, but they ain't hiring you.
Right.
I don't see black people working in these gas stations getting none of that money. I don't see you in no corner store getting any of that money. Now they will pop your women. These Arabs will have sex with a black woman, but as far as them bringing you in to help to get some of the resources that they taking from your community, it don't happen.
Right.
But yet, you know what I'm saying? You are part of their religion, and you are being used and don't even realize. You ever done?
Colonel Cuz, just to piggyback on what you were saying, and to go into what Farrakhan was saying. The thing that bothers me the most is about, you know what I'm saying, this is somebody who's supposed to be a prominent black leader in our time.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? For him to get up there and basically, you know what I'm saying, like, in so many words, we got to look at it like Farrakhan kind of just bigged himself up. I took the task on, did I? You know what I'm saying? I did the best I could. I laid it all out there for y'all. And here you go.
That's it.
This is, and it's crazy. Like this, what Farrakhan just did, he almost gave me a more of a respect, a more of a respect for MLK. At least Martin Luther King at the end, he at least admitted, like, maybe I made a mistake.
That's it.
Maybe I'll lead my people the wrong way.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Taking accountability for, you know what I'm saying, some of the destruction that he caused. Right. It's a ton of Muslims, you know what I'm saying, like the brother was saying earlier, that's behind the wall after following Islam. Not you know what I'm saying, like you found Islam behind the wall.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of brothers behind that wall because they was following Islam, selling drugs, and out in the streets doing all type of wild stuff.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? In the name of Islam.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to take accountability for that as a leader if you're gonna take that mantle.
Man, listen, what you saying is so heavy out. You know what I'm saying? Because here, you know what I'm saying, Farrakhan and the NOI headquarters is in Chicago. And for those who may not know, maybe everybody know. Who knows? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And the damn actual, you know what I'm saying, temple is on the south side over east. Now, if you from Chicago or whatever the case may be, anybody could tell you that over east is like Iraq. You see what I'm saying? To go to show you. So the mosque and the religion itself have had no effect on Chicago at all. You understand? Because brothers, this place here, the murder rate stays in the top 10.
Right.
For a few years, it's been the damn murder. The hell, they call it Chirac.
Right.
To go to show you that this cat's ministry, you know what I'm saying, and Allah and Islam, you know what I'm saying, is not what's gonna fix us. So now we can go ahead and close the book on that religion.
Right.
And he did the best he could, but he didn't do the job. Now it's time for the truth to take precedence, man.
Right.
It's time for Commander General Hunter to be known amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians because he is doing the job.
That's right.
Why is he doing the job? Because he's been given the tools to do the job.
Right.
And what is that tool? The Holy Bible. Not just the Holy Bible, but the understanding of the Bible. Because there's a ton of cats running around with the Bible and don't understand it. So therefore, they can't fix you. And you know where I'm going. The number one place that got the Bible that don't understand it is the Christian church. They holding on to some records that they don't understand. Now, we done went over a few things in here tonight, hoping that you brothers and sisters are able to pick up on the things that we are teaching you, man, and that we're showing you. And the things that we showing you, that the Bible ain't just your book, but it's the rules in that book that we ain't got no choice to follow.
That's right.
Choice but to follow.
Damn right.
Let's get to the next video if we could.
Of course, next video is Farrakhan saying that so-called black people in America are the real Israelites.
Please.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad has said that Almighty God, Allah, revealed to him that the black people of America are the real children of Israel. And we are the choice of God.
That's right.
And that
unto us he will deliver his promise. This question says that somebody
Yes, sir.
has usurped our position.
That's right.
This question says that somebody has taken the promise of God to the children of Israel and claimed it for themselves.
I was right there. That what's so heavy is what he's talking about. The video we just played before this, where these so-called white Jewish people is claiming to be you. That's what he's talking about right here. Okay. See what I'm saying? Like, once again, this knowledge right here. A ton of prominent people know who you are, but again, they won't tell you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or they've taken a religion and putting it before our nationality, and that's something that you cannot do, man.
Right.
The only way that we're gonna get fixed, man, we're gonna have to take hold of who we are, black people. We're gonna have to do that. Otherwise, we're gonna be in a hellified predicament for a very long time. You cannot fix us without these laws, statutes, and commandments. We didn't try everything. Again, we said this at the beginning of the show. We didn't try every goddamn religion, man. We didn't try to be athletes. We didn't try to be actors. You know what I'm saying? We didn't try to be astronauts. We didn't came up with all the inventions here in America. We didn't fought in all they wars. And yet we still right at the spot where we started slavery.
Right.
And you know that you in slavery because you don't control nothing, man. These people ain't never, how the hell you gonna free somebody and you still on the land that they put you in captivity in?
Right.
In order to be free, you have to be given land. Once you give land, now you can have a government that controls what happens in that land, that comes up with rules that's gonna help the people. Meanwhile, you stuck in America and they coming up with rules that destroy the black family.
Right.
They coming up with things, you know what I'm saying, to put you on. Ronald Reagan and them put drugs into your community. That's slavery. They making sure that your sons go to prison. How do they do it? By coming up with laws that say the man can't be in the home. Man can't be in the home. The son's gonna grow up with that testosterone, misguided testosterone, and they gonna end up going to prison.
That's right.
See, that means that you don't control your fate. And if you don't control your fate, then you are a slave.
Damn right.
Now, if you're going to get out of slavery, the first thing that you're going to have to do, confession is good for the soul. First thing you're going to have to say, yes, we are in slavery.
Right.
Now, the next question should be, how the fuck do we get out of slavery?
Damn right, sir.
You understand? And the Bible says the truth shall make you free. Now, if the truth going to make you free, then that means that's how you get out of slavery.
Right.
And the truth of the matter is, when we turn back to the Lord, not just saying, oh, I'm turning back to God, or saying all these things that make us sound good, or with these Uncle Tom niggas in Islam walking around with bow ties looking like the goddamn white man. The white man the one came up with the damn suit and tie. You just went and got a bow tie, and now all of a sudden everybody looking at you like you got some knowledge and wisdom. And this is the problem with us. We so quick to look like we righteous and be talking like this cat talked all that righteous stuff right there, and he failed at the goddamn job while brothers and sisters continue to be destroyed and go to the prison. And all this happened on his watch. Jesse Jackson, he went into the grave. All this happened on the watch of black leaders while black people been so goddamn destroyed. You understand? And they knew these things. They knew these things, how to help you, and they ain't worried about help. Farrakhan ain't never been worried about help you. He, like any leader, as long as that money coming in, he good to go. Same thing with Jesse Jackson and the whole Rainbow Coalition. The Rainbow Coalition was to get money. It wasn't to help you. Nobody give a damn about helping you but the ISUBK.
Right.
And that's why they got us in the Southern Poverty Law as a goddamn hate group with no hate crimes. We ain't got a hate crime nowhere, but yet we a hate group because we get out on them street corners and we on this mic on the internet and we tell you the truth.
Damn right.
And the truth is what you gonna need to hear because danger is coming.
Damn
we
right.
tell you this every week. You understand what we at with it?
Is there any more on this?
Any more on this?
Moving on. We're gonna go into Daquan Trey Johnson. The brother that was the cat was unalive.
Oh yeah.
You know, by police, he was shot in the head, and then
And nobody even talking about this no more
at all.
Like this right here was a very, very heinous crime. It was worse to me than Rodney King. And listen, and let me tell you something. Ain't nobody talking about this, and this need to be talked about. At least amongst us, it need to be talked about. Because when something like this happen, y'all done. And when something like this happen and you don't talk about it, that means it's gonna happen again and again because nobody talk about it. This been swept up under a rug. Let's play the joint.
You on his stomach, both hands behind his back. He's not reaching for. Oh my God! Oh my motherfucking God!
Breaking news now on.
You see that? I mean, this cat, just for the people who may not have seen it or whatever, this was a very heinous thing that happened. The brother had handcuffs on him, and the cop shot him in the back of the head when he was laying on his stomach. He shot him in the back of the head 4 times. Now, when his body went lifeless, and as his body went lifeless, he allowed the German Shepherd, you know what I'm saying, to chew and bite on him while he was dead. You get my point? And this 2026, once again, nobody talking about this here at all. You understand? Which again, you should be alarmed when you see something like this happen and ain't nobody talking about it. Man, you fully in Nazi Germany for real.
Right. Yeah,
because that means you've been desensitized, you know what I'm saying, to heinous crimes with no form of justice. And guess what? You ain't gonna get that further proves the point and to show why you in slavery. Because you are people we didn't have countless crimes that didn't happen to us, man. And we don't receive any justice for it. You don't receive any justice because you don't, like the book of Deuteronomy say, you shall have no power in our hand to come up against these people. Once again, you keep telling us the Bible ain't real, but yet we see it real and see it come to play every day because you living it right here in the flesh.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When you ain't got no power, that means you in servitude. You understand? And the only way to get that power is to now do what the Lord. You're gonna have to start examining what the Most High said. You understand? That's how you're gonna get this power. You know what I'm saying? Anybody on this video right here?
Cap. That video right there, like you said, Cap, the fact that it's swept under the rug like that, it's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the next one's gonna be worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that just goes to show that they don't consider us human.
That's it.
Because I've seen countless videos of Edomites, so-called white men, with guns in their hands, with knives in their hands, with all types of different weapons, and the police do everything they can to not harm them, disarm them, defuse the situation, and bring them back whole and alive as possible.
Do we have the backstory on why this cat was even arrested?
It was oh my God, Cap, I forgot what it was, so like, sir, because
I think y'all down might know. You not lies. Oh, okay, go ahead, Maya.
But it wasn't like nothing that serious. It might have been like a domestic situation, or they pulled him over for, you know what I mean, some type of minor citation. They're claiming the brother had a gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can hear him say, drop the gun in the video. But my thing is, he got 2 grown officers on him. They got his arms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Putting handcuffs on him.
Right.
And they trying to say that he reached under himself and was trying to pull out a gun. That's why the officers shot him 3-4 times in the back of the head like that. You know what I mean?
I got you.
The infraction that they stopped him for was 100% not a death-worthy offense. And they didn't even say if the brother did have a gun, because they said a gun was recovered at the scene. Was it a legal handgun? How many brothers have been shot down? You know what I'm saying? We're told, get your license, get your gun license, get your concealed carry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the moment they find out you got a gun on you, whether you are legal or illegal, they gun you down.
That's it. You're down.
If I could too, out of one, we got to remember, like not too long ago, it was 2 white people that was unalived in Minnesota. Not saying that those those unaliveness was justified or anything else. But you seen it publicized everywhere, and you seen, like I said, I even seen pictures where they got them two with angel wings on, like they going off to heaven, like they the saints of the world. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't in a position of being, you know what I'm saying, held down on the ground. It was it wasn't justified killing, but it was a possibility of them doing some harm to the officers that shot him. You know what I'm saying? This brother is on the ground with his hands behind his back, you know what I'm saying, because he's cuffed. He has no possibility of causing any harm to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
It was just a cold-blooded execution. You know what I'm saying? And my thing over there, I'm coming to you, Lamar. Where are the black leaders, you know what I'm saying, to be outraged about this right here? How do you let something like this, so heinous, brother getting shot in the back of his head and chewed up by a dog, how do you let something like this, you know what I'm saying, go unanswered? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is insane. Lamar Gallo, please.
Like, Yardan, your point, like, makes me think about the scripture when we talk about the white man being the prince of the airways.
Yeah,
you understand? Like, they don't show this out in the media or anything like that because they still have to show that the police are here to serve and protect.
Right.
You understand? If there's too much footage of police just out there unaliving everybody, then no one's going to trust their system.
That's it.
You understand? Because at the end of the day, they don't want to keep showing them unaliving us specifically because then it's only going to rally us together.
That's
so
it.
they gotta squash the situation so it doesn't come out, so we don't even try to have a possibility of unification.
That's it. Like, they here to serve and protect. They here to serve it and protect everybody but black and brown people. And we should be able to see that. When we be able to see that clearly, you know what I'm saying, then we will come together like we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for us to come together when we believe, like this cat who did the shooting like that, he got the same God that you have, black people.
Right.
And that's the problem that you don't see.
Right.
That's why you able to forgive him, you know what I'm saying, for just executing the cat in the way that he done it, because this stupid religion of Christianity is in your head that make you believe that you got to love your enemy. You understand? When the Lord don't want you to love America, the Lord don't want you to love the people that have oppressed you for so long. The Lord don't want you to love a cop like that executed a brother. You understand? It's a thing in the Bible called hatred. You know what I'm saying? And hatred is good to have, because if you hate something, then it justifies your love for something else. And the only way that we're going to be able to have love for each other is when we start to hate the people who do continuous crimes like this against us on a daily basis. You understand? This type of thing right here is going to continue to happen until we wake up and see what reality is. And reality is that these cops, you know what I'm saying, are at war with black people, always have and always have and always will be, going since the days of plantation. You know what I'm saying? They wear the same damn badge that the damn plantation, what they call them, patty rollers did back during slavery. You know what I'm saying? And that have never changed, because the minute you come out your mother's womb, you are a damn enemy to America. And that's something that you got to realize, man. You understand, my
Hey, Cap. So
please.
The reason I was, I'm researching the reason that they pulled the brother over is because it said they got the police got a phone call of a potentially armed man riding around on a bicycle. And so when they came and they saw the brother, he on a bicycle, they said they pulled up to him and he fled. A chase ensued, and that's how they end up knocking him down on the ground. And as they struggling with him to put the handcuffs on him, the cop yelled out, "He's got a gun," and fired.
Yeah.
So if you get a call as a police officer about somebody potentially got a weapon, of course you just gonna fire off because you think he got a gun. Yeah. That's why you there to pull him over, question him, disarm him, maybe check and see if he got a legal license. But as you see, they chased the brother down, tackled him down, and then executed.
Yeah, and you see why black men run for cops.
Colonel Khan.
All right, this video right here is supposed to show you why when brothers get pulled over. Y'all ever see a video where a brother get pulled over and he immediately hit the gas once the police walking? This is the reason why. Because these cats, you know what I'm saying, are cold-blooded unalivers. They have a bloodthirst for killing us. And so when a black man get pulled over on a bike or in the car, they panicking offhand because they know this could be their last day on earth You know what I'm saying? From moving their hands the wrong way.
Right.
Like, once again, this is one hell of a predicament to be in. This is not life. And the Lord don't want you to live this life. This here is a punishment for our disobedience against the true living power. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to correct ourselves and get right so these type of things will not happen. Where we at with it?
Moving on to the last but not least story.
Come on.
We're going into a sister talking about a situation she went through, and she stated trust can be a trap.
Let's get it.
Hear about what happened with Tamar. So this is the reason. I don't know the whole story. I don't know, but my prayers go out to Tamar because don't nobody deserve that. And the reason why I brought that up is because I want to shed some light to the people that's younger than me, the people that's my age, and the people that's older than me, because this can happen to anybody. Don't ever think that can't happen to you. Now, I'm trying to make this video without crying because I'm still on my own healing journey. You know, I'm on my way to, I'm at Walmart about to go in, but I want to say this real quick. So recently I ended up going out, and I promise y'all I'm not going to cry, but that part hit a nerve. But recently I went out and I went to this party. Now, it's not like I went somewhere where I just didn't know anybody at or anything. I knew a lot of people there. And when I went out, I ended up getting drunk. I didn't get too drunk, so keep that in mind, y'all. I did not get too drunk at all. And I went out, it was the last hour. So when I did go out that last hour, it's over basically. So now we all just, getting ready to leave or whatever. I'm a little toasted, not gonna lie. I'm a little toasted. But I remember a lot, my car. I was waiting on somebody to walk with me to my car, whatever. But whatever, I didn't walk to my car. My car parked where it was dark. I had the camera and like everybody got me. Somebody was walking me to my car. I was for sure. I ended up just walk to my car. And when I walked to my car, it was by a dude. Now, I can't really say too much because it is still on investigation. So, follow me. So, I ended up, met by this group of men. Next thing you know, behind a building, being assaulted by these men. And not only that, they assault me, basically, the camera cut out. So, not only did they do that, they also robbed me. And not only did they rob me, they left me there as well. So
when she said she was assaulted, basically
Sexually assaulted.
Sexually assaulted her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What she explained. Go ahead, keep playing.
I was found behind a building. Crime scene did come out, and yes, and I can't really say too much because, like I said, it's still an ongoing investigation. I just want to let you know, like, don't ever think that can't happen to you, because it sure the fuck can. I don't care how long you felt like you know somebody or anything. Do not put your full trust into nobody because people be having some ill will.
Stop right there. Now, what she also telling you is the cats who did this to her, she knew them. Okay, keep playing.
Jealous of you secretly. Men and women be jealous of you for real. And it's sad, but you also gotta it did humble me. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely humbled me. But you also gotta take a step back and think, like, do you even blend in with these type of people or anything? Do you fit in at all with these type of people? You gotta think about shit like that. Like, y'all, I'm turning red a little bit. But you gotta think about shit like that. And you gotta protect yourself. You gotta use your discernment. And the crazy part is, I was already dealing with this narcissist dude or whatever. And he told me not to go. He said he was breaking up with me or whatever if I went and everything.
Right there. All right. You should not play it. Let it play on you. You need to address this. Y'all done? You gonna say something?
If I could, sir.
Please.
She said she's dealing with this narcissist dude that told her not to go.
Right.
But at the same time, like, the worst part, sir, is she's using the word discernment. Like, discernment supposed to come from you personally. You have somebody outside of yourself telling you not to go. You know what I'm saying? So you're not even you're not using your discernment enough to decipher that somebody is giving you good information.
Right. The crazy part is that she called her. Now, once again, make no mistake. If the sister, you know what I'm saying, was sexually assaulted, that's horrible. Whoever did it, you know what I'm saying, should be brought to justice for what they done. We don't want to make light of that at all.
Right.
But this sister right here, you know what I'm saying, is very unwise. And what's sad about the video in itself is, of course, we get into the part, you know what I'm saying, where she called the cat a damn narcissist.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because he told her not to go. Like, that don't sound like no narcissist to me.
Right.
That sounds like a man who's trying to protect his woman.
Right.
Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, protection don't come from just muscles. Protection from a man comes from a man having wisdom and telling you, don't go here, don't do this, and don't do that. But if you come up against that protection, these are the type of things, you know what I'm saying, that happen. You see what I'm saying? Now, this other sad part, as she's explaining this whole story, you don't see nothing but Teddy the whole time she's explaining the damn story. You see what I'm saying? Go to show, like, you know what I'm saying? It just shows that this sister don't have any women. And this is a ton of our women right here. That don't, you understand? Like, go ahead, play the tape.
I think I still went because, you know, I went through all this thing before and I was already trying to get out of this one right then and there during that time. Also, my mom, she seen what I had put on and everything, and she like, And I'm like, shoot, I look good. Like, this looking like it, and it looked like it was my party that I was going to, honestly. But a long story short, like, and I don't do no clubs. I don't do no bars. I'm cool. Y'all just need to be careful, because when you dealing with, you know, other people who's under the influence, basically, you got so many spirits around you. I'm cool. That was my lesson learned. And I just want to be able to share that with everyone else. Be able to not only share that with somebody that might need to hear that or whatever, but just know that it can happen to anybody. Y'all hear about what happened with Taylor?
You let's go ahead, Maya.
Hey, Salaki, Cap, if I could, Cap. She said, I was dealing with the narcissist dude, but I dealt with that before. So I got out of that one. I'm trying to get out of this one. Her mother told her, don't wear the damn clothes outside.
Her mother looked at her and said, what you got on? Which means that she was dressed like a $2 hoe.
So and it's tragic what happened to that sister.
No doubt.
That is, and nothing, like you said, we're not making light of it. Anybody that does that to a woman is a scumbag.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? A woman does not, that is a big violation. A woman does not deserve that, regardless of whatever. However, the narcissist is her. She's the narcissist.
That's it.
She's the one. She said she felt like it was her party.
Right.
She said, my mama told me not to wear this outfit, and I said,
her mother told her don't go.
Don't go.
Well, no, the husband told her don't go,
and her mother,
and the mother disapproved of the outfit. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. So you got your man telling you don't go.
Right.
You got your mother telling you don't wear that outside. You say, I look good. This is my party. I'm going, and then you're going and end up with 3 men that you are familiar with.
That's it.
That violate you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But then you turn around and say the man that tried to protect you, the man that obviously has some type of care about you, more care and love than you have for yourself.
That's it.
He was the problem. He's the narcissist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is a mental illness that permeates through our community, through our sisters, because they have this thing. They want to be protected by black men, but they don't want to be controlled by their man.
That's it.
You know what I mean? It's a demonic thing.
You can't have one without
the other. Kana Wakan,
yeah, go ahead, man.
They make it seem like it's a demonic thing for black men to want to control their woman.
That's it.
Well, any man wants to control his household, his woman, his relationship, his kids.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's a natural instinct of a man, and that is the epitome of masculinity in a relationship.
Man, give it up. Give it up. Go ahead, Avalon.
Yeah, come on, Cap. I was gonna say this the type of chick that can't see past a trending topic on social media.
Yeah.
Whatever Cardi B wearing, Nicki Minaj, I mean the whores that she see on social media, that's the people that she look up to.
Yeah.
So she gonna dress like them, go to the club and twerk on the couch, and that's her life, and that's all she ever gonna be.
It's heavy you say that because when I watched the video, I said immediately I want to go to her page. Now, when I go to her page, you know what I'm saying, and scroll, you know what I'm saying, through her videos, she on there basically booty clapping. I don't know how to say this without getting cut off the head. She on the joint twerking in every video. So now if you twerking on every video, and the sister, when you go to her page, she's a nicely shaped woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just tell you flat out, she's physically, you know what I'm saying, there. So if you go to a club that where cats know you, they looking at you like a piece of meat.
Yeah,
like this is a whole plot. They sitting there probably passing you the drinks so you could get drunk, and so you could be they could be waiting for you. You know what I'm saying, when it's dark, and like she say, the camera was the car was nowhere where the cameras were. You see, like once again, this is a woman that does not have wisdom. You see what I'm saying? And listen, we can't continue to afford for our women to be walking around being totally brainless like this right now. You understand? Like this was sad to even watch and to even see, and this is how you end up being sexually assaulted. Like, what do you think when women jump into prostitution? 80% of prostitutes get raped. They get raped because the sexual predators look at them and say, this woman has no value, so I can go ahead and violate her. But a woman who is simple, she don't understand that the way you dress is either going to attract a sexual predator or unattract a sexual predator. Either one. You know what I'm saying? Which is why you got to have the wisdom to be not only dress the right way, but be able to accept when somebody is telling you right from wrong. Like two people, she ran into two things. The man said, don't go. Obviously, he was saying don't go because he probably looking at how she dressed as well. Then the mother looked at how she was dressed and told her, this is unacceptable. And she still went anyway. You understand, Lamar?
You already said exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was just simple as hell for her to do that. You know what I'm saying? What we at with?
That was the last one.
That was the last one, man. Listen, it's been one hell of a show, man. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do around here on the round table of truth, man. Before we close it out, like always, man, I got to give it up to my team. I'm going to my right, Officer Lamar Yala. Where we at?
Come on. As always, make sure you go like, follow, share, subscribe to all our social media pages. The Roundtable of Truth, Real University. You know, so make sure to come to the UPK Chicago School at 9909 Roosevelt Road, Westchester, Illinois. Tomorrow, you understand, to get to the real Black history is in the Bible. You understand that we got going on here at the school. You know, so make sure the open house will be starting at 12 o'clock noon till 3. And then we have a class by Officer 5,000 per I'm, like I said earlier, you understand, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Make sure to come and get the real authentic history of the Black culture. You understand, which really comes out of the Bible. You understand, specifically the 1611. You understand, you can't go to all those other Bibles because they're going to send you off to the white man's foolishness.
That's right.
You understand, and don't forget, we got the Lord's 57th annual Passover coming up. You understand, April 4th is the specific day, but make sure to get there on April 1st. We already have the Roundtable of Truth. You know, we gonna be there with Let a Hebrew Speak, Cross the Line Radio. It's gonna be a great event on April 1st, and of course, there's so many more events throughout the week. I ain't gonna name it all because this will be promotion all out through the medias. You understand? But lastly but not least, make sure to pay your $200 Passover fee per person per adult above the age of 17 and above.
Damn right.
Peace.
Oh, damn, we do. I know my yacht handle that.
Okay, no sweat. Also, too, we want to give it up to Officer Yaradan.
That's right.
Any announcements, Yaradan?
Yeah, Con, if I could, sir. You know what I'm saying? First off, you know what I'm saying? As always, you know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? IHUPK.com. You know what I'm saying? Pay 10% of all your earnings to the priests and prophets of the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's biblical. You know what I'm saying? So, And also with that, you know what I'm saying, by us having a Passover week coming up, you know what I'm saying, make sure you have all your arrangements set in order, which means Friday, you know what I'm saying, that week, you know what I'm saying, for the black party, set up your babysitting arrangements, you know what I'm saying? Set up your daycare arrangements, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to myself. The numbers will be in the chat, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, set up your babysitters arrangement. Also, we still looking for babysitters. If you are interested in making some money during the Passover weekend, and you get with me, you know what I'm saying, make sure you get clearance from your camp leader to be a babysitter at the Passover.
Damn right. Give it up. Give it up, man. You said something so heavy at the beginning of your speech, man. Pay your goddamn tithes.
Right.
10% go to the priest. The priest putting in the work. The priest deserve to get paid. The priest is the one that's teaching you how to serve the Lord. We the ones. These lights got to get kept on some way, somehow.
Somehow.
You understand?
God.
Like we doing what your preacher ain't doing. Yeah, you giving him all the money in the world to go get a Rolls Royce.
Right.
You get my point. You giving how much money have they gave the weed man hour long?
The entire check.
You see what I'm saying? But yet they look at us and say, "You niggas asking for tithes?"
Right.
Yes, we asking for tithes because we doing the work.
Damn right.
You can't build a nation, you know what I'm saying, without it. You know what I'm saying? So also I want to give it up, you know what I'm saying, Officer Awalam Gabar. Any announcements, please?
Yeah, Cap, real simple. You know, tomorrow we got the Black History Month event, and I see you brothers and sisters there tomorrow.
Damn right.
Also, we want to give it up to Officer Mayad. Any announcements?
Colonel McConnell. If I could, no matter where you are at in the world, go to isupk.com because the ISUPK is an international organization. We're not just some local organization. We are all over the world where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are. Go to isupk.com. We got classes Monday through Friday, you know what I'm saying, from 7 to 9, and then every Saturday, you know what I mean, we do is the Sabbath service, you know what I'm saying, where we give you, you know, the Bible, we give you the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, our original language, the Holy Tongue. We give you the English translation and then a proper scripture breakdown so you can understand what Black history is live in effect, like what Officer Awalam and Officer Ryan going to be bringing out on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know what I mean, Monday, March the 2nd and Tuesday, March the 3rd, we have the Feast of Purim. You know what I mean? So no matter where you are at in the world, go to isupk.com, find, if you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, find a school in your area and come out for the feast day so you can see Black and brown unity unlike anything you've ever seen before. And then come to a feast day where we celebrate a sister who was not a narcissist, you know what I'm saying, who used her femininity and the wisdom that the Lord gave her to help save our nation.
All right, give it up. And I also want to give it up to my technical team. Did an amazing job tonight. Give Officer Ramawan a hand. All right. Please.
I got just a big ups to a couple of the brothers and sisters that did tune in. Bree's Botanica, Bree's Botanics, Shabaya Allah 6717, Nazam Ana. Let me see who else we got. Malak Bond 9761, Antoinette Green. I know Salaki, if I'm saying this wrong. Yasaf Daak. We got some people. Salaki Bayana, and it's just we just Magawa. We got so many people, man. Big up to y'all tuning in to this show. I wish we had probably another 10 minutes to just shout out every single person out here.
Damn right,
I try to get to everybody every time y'all tune in. So just make sure y'all keep tuning in so y'all can hear y'all name.
Damn right. Give it up. Man, also, too, we got to give it up for Officer Raj Karab. Doing a hell of a job. We got some other good mighty men in here. Give Officer Kazai a hand. Officer Morale, I am Captain Marquardt, Under Commander Jenny Hanna. We see you tomorrow at the Black History event right here at 9909 Roosevelt Road. With that,